I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's like Florida. Gucci a large, so many more, 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for French. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Oh, there's no quibble. Hey. There's no quibble.
Hey.
Wow. It's like the feel around this.
I don't want it to be over.
I know, but the feeling
Well,
around
in
this,
some ways, I do want it to be over, but I
Yeah.
don't want it to be over.
there's a lot of people with a lot more upbeat intentions this morning than we have.
I know everybody here is having a party. We're in Las Vegas. We're here
Yeah.
for the Canelo fight.
They're not Heat fans.
They're not Heat fans. They didn't watch their team get drubbed. And I was so you know how pathetic you have to be to sit there on a plane, Marcos, 30,000 feet in the air. And I'm sitting there like, please, Thomas Bryant, avoid history. Can we not have the worst defeat in team history? So pathetic. Just pathetic.
Yeah.
I can't believe that, dude. I'm sitting here and I'm like rooting for them to not lose by 40. That's all. That was the last saving grace.
Knowing that there's not a damn thing you could do about it.
Nope. The only thing that was helping me was that Peyton Pritchard could hit the broadside of a barn. That really was the only thing.
Oh, but everybody else was.
Everybody else was.
Okay.
Everybody else
that
was.
makes you better. Why? As long as it's not him.
No, it's just as long as we don't go in the history books. That's it. That was the only pathetic thing that it had. We probably deserve to be in the history books, quite frankly.
I got to tell you,
we actually
there's nothing worse.
We actually did get in the history books yesterday.
What, fewest points scored in the first half?
No, fewest
threes.
Fewest return on threes for at least 25 attempts.
Yeah,
3 for 29 yesterday, Marcos.
Can I just say this?
What the hell?
I can give me 29 threes. I'd make more than 3.
No,
I agree with you.
No,
I think you would.
Right.
I think you would.
It's like 10%.
I can't explain it. And there's nothing like sitting on a plane with your computer. You know, it's already tight quarters.
Oh.
So once you commit to something on that plane, it ain't like you can uncommit to do it. So, you know, I got all my stuff ready to watch this game. We got like 2 hours on the plane before the game comes on.
Yep.
I'm watching the hype. And cool, I didn't even have to buy Wi-Fi because it was on live TV on ABC. Good. Everything's great. I start watching this game. I'm like, huh. The lady next to me, old as hell, she looks over and goes, Heat fan? They don't have very many points.
The old love butting in.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
At least you had the best. You had a polite old lady. The old in front of me, like the guy was using his damn chair as a rocking chair. He was like, "Rah." I'm like, and I had my tablet right there on the like the little perch that they give you, Marcos, and it just like hit me in the face. He was like Tyler Herro throwing the ball at Peyton Pritchard, which by the way was the most accurate thing he did all night.
Yeah, that was good.
Jesus.
Well, how you know it was accurate if he wasn't trying? Oh no, he just flicked it behind him. He wasn't even looking.
Bulls. Oh sure, dude.
Really?
Oh, he hates Peyton Pritchard.
Here,
Code Red.
Can I just say this? There's going to be some adjustments made.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your.
What do you mean?
Come on.
What does that mean?
Because do you understand? I have these conversations with you after every season. And last season it was, oh, dude, so-and-so's going to get bigger and so-and-so's going to get.
That's not true.
Oh,
That's not true.
God.
That's not true. That's not true.
What did you say after last year?
First of all, what I wanted last year was Damian Lillard, and I was promised Damian Lillard, and then it was taken away from me.
Who were you promised by?
I was promised by Damian Lillard.
Okay, that doesn't count.
And that sucked because I was promised Damian Lillard, and he didn't get here. He ended up they were out to get us. Okay, the entire league was out to get us. Okay, because let me tell you something. All of a sudden, a star doesn't get to go where they want to go. He goes to our biggest. He goes to to one of our rivals, and then that rival gives them Drew Holiday.
Right.
Not a little fishy to you?
Yeah.
Everybody was out to get us, dude.
Well,
The entire time.
you know what?
So what was I left with?
You know what I
You know what
say?
you're left with when you don't get your first choice?
What?
Coping. So what I thought was Tyler Herro a little more swole. Tyler Herro's going to start.
Dude,
Tyler Herro's going to be more efficient.
Can I just tell you, you don't become tough. You either are or you aren't.
Is it
Okay.
tough or strong? Like what's
It's
his?
tough.
Hmm.
These guys can get strong. You can get strong in sports, right? You can get strong.
You don't think he's a tough player?
It's the tough. It's not his thing.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, you can see the way Tyler plays and the way Terry Rozier plays. Terry Rozier is tough. He don't care getting in the trees. He gonna bang bodies.
Yeah.
It's not gonna affect him. There's certain guys, and it's not a knock on Tyler. That's just how he plays.
Kind of is a knock on Tyler
Why?
because
There's a lot of guys like that.
because he thinks he's that guy.
How long did AD never want to put? Carl Anthony Towns is afraid to put a foot in the paint.
Yeah, but he's 7 foot.
Okay, but 7 foot and scared to go in the paint.
Yeah, but he's one of the best shooters of
I was like,
Again,
three-point
Again,
champion.
we're justifying it, but think for in
No,
basketball
he's a flawed
terms.
player. I get you.
Right. He's getting there. Like, he'll defend better and he'll be more aggressive and physical, and he has the size to do that. But yeah, no,
He couldn't get us one basket in the first quarter. One.
like
One.
look
Just
at-
to make it like, can you just give us
Dude.
something? Just one.
you know what I realized
wanna
when I was
pile on
watching
him.
that game, I was going, damn, this halftime is long.
Oh my God. Did you realize how long it was going when they started doing shout outs? Stan Van Gundy and Brian Anderson are going, hey, there's Jason Jackson. And he's
Yeah.
like dropping Jason Jackson. And he's like, not so great from the land of milk and honey today, eh?
Oh,
I was like, what is that?
Okay.
You're
Oh my
taking pot shots?
It was, oh my god.
Oh,
I don't know, like, we can lie to ourselves and say health would have mattered, right? You would like
I
to
think
think
health
that
would've
you could
mattered.
justify by saying that, but the fact of the matter is, no, it wouldn't.
I think Spo put it best where he goes, the only, I'm paraphrasing what he's saying, but he said, he
I hate
basically
when you
said,
paraphrase.
no, but he basically was giving the message of he thinks the only way that they would have had a shot against Boston is if they would have had a playoff run to get to Boston and sharpen up. Because he said
They weren't
he
sharp.
thought last year they got into the playoffs and he said razor sharp by the time they got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, just us coming in here. Obviously, he didn't make any injury excuses because he would never do that. Which he's psycho, which I love about him.
But it's not like here. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Like, it was the Boston Celtics against the Miami Heat.
And it's a reflection on the organization anyway, because Jimmy Butler not been the most durable, and eventually, we had a postseason.
Why
where-
we sitting here talking about Tyler, right?
Yeah.
There's a guy above Tyler that also needs the same conversation.
Jimmy's
Because guess what? You know who I feel bad for?
Bam.
Bam.
I feel bad for
Come
Bam.
on, man.
Yeah.
You put all that on his back. There ain't no player. You didn't even put this on D Wade.
Nope.
To play that kind of defense, to guard that many players, and then go score me 20.
And also, can you screen for our shooters? And also, can
And
you
what-
find our cutters? And all that?
And pick up on a 3 in case they're terrible. Like, no, man.
Bam
I
should
would
have-
take how much of an assistant you get Jimmy get?
I don't know what the exact numbers are. I don't know what the
Because
exact
I would
numbers
say,
are.
can we give this to Bam?
Bam's going to get an extension.
Yeah,
I think
he
the
is.
only thing that's good, and that's going to be part of the interesting thing of this summer. Let me just do a couple things before we get into this deep. First of all, headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck and a car?
We know trucks.
Miami Heat lost.
Hey, why, Marcos?
Yeah.
Sorry that we look like we're in witness protection, but
Yeah, everybody's
the
got,
room is really not
everyone's
like
got
this.
fun stuff but us. We don't have a billboard.
You guys look very, very sad.
I'm
It's
telling you,
appropriate,
it's a great look at it. We got a
Oh
whole
my
media
God.
center here.
Right.
Look at this thing.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, it's just look at everybody's got the thing. We got all
They're
the whole
chandeliers.
you know,
Yeah,
we got,
oh, yeah.
we got
Wow.
a bunch of shows going on out here. We're
Yeah.
having fun, baby, but we got a wall.
You got a
This
wall,
might
dude.
be
I'm gonna have to talk to somebody and get
Yeah,
us some
poster,
decorations.
dude.
this might be one of the better setups because we have done shows from David Copperfield in the front row.
Yeah, that was weird. That was
Where?
that was
So
weird.
just imagine sitting in like a comedy club or a show, and you're sitting in chairs and trying to do a radio show with a little armchair.
The Miami Heat lose. Final score.
Like, does the score matter?
I think it does. I think they need to hear this.
All right, go ahead, put it out there.
118 to 84, and it was a crawl to get to 84.
Let me
Was
explain
it,
something
dude?
to you. Can I
Was
just
it?
say you couldn't get to 84 when they were up 30 and wasn't defending?
Sheesh.
But here's the deal. Okay, I said this a month ago. It like everybody's making it about defense. You can't score. They could have stopped. Here, think about this. They could have held Boston.
Mhm.
Their average was what, 120?
Probably more.
More than that,
I don't
125
remember what their
somewhere.
average was, but they did a great job.
30 points underneath their average, and you still wouldn't have won the series.
Nope.
Come on. It ain't defense. They scored right around 100. And in this league, if you hold the team right around 100 and you can't win, no, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
So, like, they can go in there and say, oh, well, we didn't. No.
Yeah,
I got
120
tired
was
of
their
hearing that
average.
crap. You score 80, 84, 85, 88 in an NBA game in 2024.
Ricardo says y'all sitting pretty in Vegas, and we're sitting here suffering. We are in Las Vegas.
Hey, we are suffering.
We are suffering.
The only problem is
Yeah.
here. I'm gonna tell you here. The only thing is that nobody in Vegas gives a rat's ass about what just happened to the Miami Heat.
Nope.
So we're not like I don't have to go to Publix and go, those Heat, huh? You know
Yeah.
that conversation.
Except for the one old lady who was like, not many points.
Yeah.
No, not a lot of points.
Thank you for that, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I concussed myself.
You what?
So like,
Concussed himself.
dude, where we're staying,
Yeah.
it is like a maze to get to your rooms.
Yes.
Right? So like and it figures like the floor starts on say the first 24 30 2400 to 2430 is right,
Okay.
and then left is 2430 to 2490 or something like that.
Oh, and you're like 89.
And
or something.
right, exactly. So I'm walking. Well, this morning, I called Tobes how to get to where we're going, just trying to, get my bearings right or whatever, trying to see what's going on. Boom.
Right
I
into a
missed the
door, huh?
turn.
So,
Missed the turn, walked right into a wall.
okay, Leroy.
I'm like,
So,
what are we
It was a
doing?
hike.
I'm like, what are we doing? Like, I'm been sitting here by myself. And the first thing you do something stupid like that, what do? Do you check to see if you're okay? No. Did anybody see that?
So, no, that
around
is the
and
first thing you do.
Yeah, that's the first thing you do.
Did anyone see it by any chance?
No, it's too
Okay.
damn early.
Oh,
Good,
there's
good,
cameras
good.
everywhere. Someone's got.
Oh,
that
yeah,
footage.
it's on camera for sure.
Someone's got that. footage.
TMZ, running back Leroy Horde gives himself biggest concussion of career.
So yeah. Other than that,
We got a fun fight. We got a fun fight. We got. We've already
Yeah.
had like a
Good,
ton of
good.
shenanigans happen yesterday.
Oh,
we missed
my
out on
goodness.
That I'm
Hey.
jealous of.
Dave, Marcos.
Yeah.
Canelo talks English
Yes.
and he cusses.
Oh.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
saw yesterday the press conference with him and De La Hoya, right?
Him and De La Hoya got
Oh.
into it like crazy. Him and De La Hoya got
Ooh.
into it like crazy yesterday.
Like, I don't understand, man. Like,
Well, there's bad-
dude, Marcos, do you understand? I know they have bad blood between them.
I was honestly
But
like,
do you understand? Golden Boy was one of the most loved fighters in the game,
Yeah, absolutely.
and he managed to ruin that to where, like, that's hard to do.
yeah, but he's had a good. I mean, like for him, him and Garcia, Ryan Garcia, who's got his own drama that we got.
Oh my God! Yeah, no.
Have had, some beef, but like he was the promoter for that fight last week too. Like he was on in part of the billing. So good week
Yeah.
for them, and now they go right into Canelo week. So Golden Boy Promotions was thinking to themselves, "Hey, great couple of weeks," but De La Hoya just couldn't help himself. He just had to hose.
Why
down.
did like
I
shouldn't
mean,
he-
there was some truth to what he said, though. There was some truth to what he said. Obviously, he's shady and crazy and all these things, but
dude?
no,
Nobody
Golden Boy was
likes
built off his
him.
back.
You can't, no matter how accurate he is, he's not that dude anymore. He's not
Yeah.
loved like he was before.
I kept seeing people like in the comment section were saying, because obviously it got confrontational. I wouldn't say physical necessarily, but people were saying a prime De La Hoya could potentially take Canelo down. Is that something you agree with?
I can't rule it out. I
Gotcha.
can't rule it out. He was a great fighter. We're
Yeah.
not gonna sit here just because he's been a little bit
A clown,
weird.
right?
Just because he's been weird doesn't take away from
Very,
his fight career. There's been a lot of weird fighters. The dude.
I
Was
mean,
a
he
badass.
was, yeah.
I mean, like that's just the fact.
Yeah, but he has. Here's the thing. He has gotten us to the point where what he did in the ring is almost irrelevant.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
We call that the Antonio Brown.
Vlad chimes in. He says nobody learning English has been funnier than Canelo. Yeah, he got,
Oh, yes.
he had himself a slip up yesterday. That was hilarious. But we can't play it. We can't play it.
Hey,
Speaking of, we are here in Las Vegas covering Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. I want to appreciate Premier Boxing Champions for having us out here.
Nice.
Seeing our boy Steve and Martin.
Steve,
Martin
Martin.
Martin always hooks up the invite. We love Martin.
I met Martin.
Dude's great. So we appreciate them putting us up here at New York, New York.
Oh, New York,
They're
New
hosting
York.
us this week. We're over here at the MGM Grand, right outside the Garden Arena.
Yeah, everything's attached. So
Yeah.
Nice.
you just walk over, and Tobin, like, look. Usually when somebody gives you directions, you go, "Oh, it's not that bad. Okay." I go, "Hey, where we have to go?" Long walk.
Oh,
It was a long walk, dude.
Okay.
So yeah, appreciate Premier Boxing Champions putting us up in New York, flying us out here, and the invite. We got a fun week ahead here live at Radio Row, but obviously a lot of heat tears. If anybody wants to call in, we'll take some calls as well. 305
What is there?
567
What is there? So
0560.
we need to have, listen, the three of us.
I think it's cathartic. I think people get
Yes,
their feelings
but the
out.
three of us, along with our callers, need to do this. We need solutions, right?
Yeah.
The season's over.
There are no
You
wrong
can
answers.
blame whoever you want. It don't matter right now. We need to move forward. We need to figure out how we're gonna, because guess what? The Heat have three amazingly young, talented players, and Bam is 26. He's
going to be 27 this summer.
He's getting into his prime. That's his prime.
Yep.
Okay, you got Yovi and you got Jaime Jaquez, right? Like, so we need to have a conversation. What's up? Because here's how Pat Riley normally works. Jovic and Jaime, they're going to be the first to go.
Yep.
I don't think we can do that now. I don't think that can be done. I think it's time to kind of do things a little bit differently.
We'll get into to all this. So if you want to call in, 305-567-0560. Tobin and Leroy live from Radio Row in Las Vegas for Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. Back after this.
Gotta find my joint up.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We're live from Las Vegas for Canelo Jaime Munguia. It is fight week here. A lot of shenanigans at the press conference yesterday as we were flying in. We were watching your Miami Heat season come to an end as they fall to the Boston Celtics by a lot. Season ends, top hats and monocles for the Celtics. The Heat only able to get that game 2, which is usually the fashion when they've when you lost. There's been no pure game 1 and then take them out. It's usually you drop the 1, come back, give yourself a little bit of false hope. I did enjoy those 2 days though, Marcos. I will say I don't know if it was worth it, but I did enjoy those 2 days.
It was good. It was good 2 days.
It was a fun 2 days.
Yeah, absolutely. But I do feel after the season, now that the season's done and I'm able to kind of like take a breath, I kind of feel like I just got out of a relationship, like a toxic relationship that I didn't realize was toxic until I got out of it. But it's been a whole season of inept offense, injury after injury, and waiting for something that never came. I almost would rather not have had a basketball season than to have the season that I had.
Man, really?
Yeah, because it gave me hope all year. All year.
Did it give you hope?
I was like, yo, they're gonna flip a switch, or they'll get healthy eventually. They'll figure
that
it
was
out
definitely
eventually.
that was definitely the problem is they went through this entire year with the false hope that they could do what they did last year. I guess we'll never know because Jimmy got hurt, but that was the consequence of playing with fire that way. So you can never say that, oh, well, you don't know that they couldn't turn on the switch if Jimmy Butler came in there and did, but there were differences. Everybody compares this year to last year, but there were differences between this year and last year. Last year, a lot more close games, that they were dealing with, that they were, they could, they had the year they made to the finals. They had the very frustrating losses to the bad teams for sure. But man, every Heat game was damn the same. Every one of them came down to the wire, and they could beat good teams. They had teams where they would get the win and be like, oh, they can hang with anybody. This year, they really couldn't hang with anybody. They really couldn't. I mean, they didn't have signature wins this year. There were plenty of times where they looked like they couldn't hang on the court with the good teams, especially out west. It was a joke. So there's got to be a lot of stock taken into what they got to do for this offseason. And we'll get to the whole thing that's dissecting it. It was interesting though. We were talking about Jimmy Butler's extension, and actually this is just dropped from Anthony Chang of the Miami Herald on Jimmy Butler's extension.
They haven't talked about it yet.
They're not going to talk about it days in, but he does have what he's seeking.
He what now? Oh,
Anthony's reporting what extension he wants.
He wants the max
from but he has the years. So Jimmy, here's the Miami Herald story on it. It says, now that the Miami Heat season is over, after being eliminated by the Boston Celtics, the attention turns to the important draft, trade, free agency questions. One of the biggest questions involves one of the best players on the roster, Jimmy Butler, who turns 35 in September, is seeking a maximum 2-year contract extension worth about $113 million from the Miami Heat, according to a league source. The 3-year, $46 million extension that Butler signed with the Heat in 21 includes a guaranteed $48.8 million salary next season and a $52 million player option in 25-26. The extension would replace his option year and then begin that season. So then you would say you would have another guaranteed year after it. So it would run through 35, 36, 37.
My question is for you, because you're the guy that has been leading the charge for playoff Jimmy and is coming, and this and that and whatever. I'm going to ask you rats off a ship?
On Jimmy?
Or are you going to take a pause before you do this?
Am I right?
Because here's my thing. Mm-hmm. If you didn't do it with D Wade,
right,
how are you going to do it with Jimmy?
I don't think that they will.
But that's my point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think that they will.
So that's my only concern is that, are you guys familiar with Pat Riley?
Because if you
Old players that get old under Pat Riley, he didn't know.
it would,
I don't care how great you are.
his years would include salaries of $54 million the year he's 36, and then $58.6 million when he'll be 37 years old.
It's the Heat's fault. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they fell for the same thing. I don't know if they did or didn't, but what Jimmy's done the last couple of years, everybody just made no big deal of it because when it was time to show up, he did.
Yeah, when he went.
Okay.
Well, when they gave him his first extension, the extension that he's talking about, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7. He was an All-Star that year,
Right.
so he deserved it.
Right.
And the one thing that's crazy right now with the NBA, because Jimmy was always like one of these guys. He's like, "Well, I'm not going to play till such and such age." Dude, how can you
turn down 50, 60
not try
million
and
a year?
seek $60 million a year?
Right.
Like the money's gotten so crazy. Who
Right.
would walk away from
Right.
that? That's like where it's like even if all these, it's like Chris Paul when he's like, "Oh, I should have continued to play because he's going to try and squeeze it out because the money's gotten insane in the
Right.
NBA."
And they pay it whether you play or not. There's no incentive-laden contracts.
Anthony also writes, Butler is limited to a maximum of a 2-year extension because the over 38 rule does not allow him to sign a new contract that would take him past the next 3 years, including 1 season of guaranteed money on his current deal. So essentially, Butler would be asking the Heat to replace 2 years, $101 million remaining on his contract. So it would be a 3-year commitment, $161 million.
I'm telling you.
But basically,
Like, I'm just going back to they wouldn't do it for $20 million with D Wade.
no, but the cap was different.
Still, hey,
I get what you're saying.
the
I'm not
cap was
disagreeing.
different, but that's still a bigger piece of the cap than D Wade was taking.
Not necessarily,
Why not?
because that's what the max was.
Okay.
That's the max. But I'm not going to quibble over this.
Yeah,
The point is, yes, what you're saying is they wouldn't give D Wade the max of what he asked, and Jimmy Butler is going to ask for that again. And this is a tough year to ask it off because he wasn't available, and then he got hurt, and he's going to say, "Well, look all I've done for you, and I'm the star of your team, and I'm the face of your team," and they're going to be like, "Cool, but you already have 2 years that are essentially in your control because it's not a team option."
Right. Cool, but I think Bam is.
Oh, Bam's going to. Yeah, I think.
I think Bam and
that's going to be, but that's going to, this is the thing with the Miami Heat, right? With Jimmy, people always talk about the teammate thing before he got here and where he was, causing issues and causing all that. The biggest issue that he always had with everybody is they wouldn't give him his damn money that he wanted. Right. So now the Heat, who have given all his money and he's deserved his money and he's been amazing, but now you're at the question of the aging superstar.
It's sports
and
life.
Pat Riley has a history of this.
Yeah, it's sports life. It's sports life, right? That's like you think you can keep doing it, and the organization has to ask real questions about, okay, can he really? Like, here's what I found out in the last 3 or 4 years. That is the most important thing for the Miami Heat. Availability.
Yeah.
Damn it, for the last 3 years, no matter how close or far you've been from a championship, you have the same guys getting hurt.
Yeah, and that's another thing they even went at D Wade for,
Right, because D Wade would take, you know what I mean? But and keep in mind, that might be one of the reasons why LeBron bolted.
Maybe. But the thing is, it's interesting is like the other stuff that LeBron wanted a lot of the times, tickets for friends, special treatment, getting to stay away from the team on the road.
They did it with Jimmy.
Jimmy gets to do all that stuff.
Right.
Jimmy does get treated.
Look, you know what they call it?
Differently.
You live, you learn.
You live, you learn. But also, are you going to be in a position where you're like,
this? They're not going to do. They can't. Here's the deal. Look at this Miami Heat team. Can they afford to do it? If you're a fan,
well, they can't tank.
If you're no, they're never going to be able to tank because they got a lot of young talent.
Well,
but here's my question.
Also, they don't control their picks.
Right. But here's my question. No matter what you think about the Miami Heat, do you think that they can afford to do this with Jimmy and ride it out? Because when it goes south, everybody's going to be miserable. Mm-hmm. And we're all going to go back to these moments and say the writing was on the wall and we chose to ignore it.
Let's go to Peter in Hialeah. What does he want to say? Hello, Peter.
Hey guys, good morning to you. 2 quickies. Do you guys have any update or information on that Valley Sports channel that just went off the air? And number 2, reference the Heat, the Marlins, anybody in sports. If we performed at our jobs the way they have performed for the last week, for the last 3-4 weeks, would we have a job tomorrow? Or would they escort us to the door and say goodbye? And that's it, guys. Have a great day. Well, pack the bunch.
Peter's referring to Xfinity. Xfinity has and Bally's have I guess a lockout going right now. They're not. They couldn't come to terms. So if you have Xfinity down here, you can't get Bally's.
According to
it happened. It happened with the ACC network, and like it happens. Like, but here's the deal with that.
The Panthers are done though, right? Like, doesn't it go to national TV, or do the Panthers get?
Yeah, they were done anyway.
No, national TV.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
I mean, like, apologize if you guys aren't going to see Marlins Rockies tonight, but I think that's.
Here's.
But I know a lot of people were locked out watching the Heat last night. They don't want to watch. A lot of people don't like watching the national broadcast. They like watching
local.
Bally. I couldn't get Bally up in the air, so I was watching the TNT broadcast. But
how am I going to watch the Marlins now, guys?
I have the Bally app, so I'll be fine. I don't have Xfinity, so
all right, I'll just assume they lost.
So here's the deal. Like, I don't understand. See, here's the thing that I like to tell people when they say, if I did my job that way, you wouldn't. That's just a damn lie. Okay? Because ain't nobody defending you or keeping you from doing your job. When you don't do your job and you get fired for doing your job, it's just because you ain't doing your damn job. It ain't because of somebody else.
No, but like, you know what? To his point, when you have the idea that you could take a team to the finals, you get the $146 million extension.
Correct. Oh yeah.
When you miss a third of the season,
right? Then yeah. But that's my point.
That's not the time to ask for a raise.
You can't go back in and say, okay, guys, let's re-up. I'm ready. Because, like, again, just like all of us, if you have a bad experience in a car dealership, right, and they call you and say, come get a new car, you're going to be like, hell no, right? That part of it I get. That part of it I understand. But to say, because the Heat paid poorly, right, or they had a bad run, no, I'm not buying into that, right? Like, sometimes you, yeah, man, like, if you had that much scrutiny on your job every day, right, you wouldn't be saying that. And I don't think a lot of people do.
Ricardo, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing all right. The best I can be after, a series-ending season for the Heat. But how are you guys doing?
We're good. I could use a couple of more Z's, It sucked because
I'm not good, by the way. I just want to be like, yeah.
No, I know. We looked forward to this trip. And let me explain something to you. You want me to tell you how confident your boy was? So every time we come to Vegas, we eat at a restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. I said, Tobes, I'm getting reservations. He said to me,
ooh,
don't get them on Friday. The Heat play on Friday.
So stupid.
Oh, come on.
Right.
I'm just a stupid boy.
Man's living into the future.
Right.
Like, foreshadowing it.
So I'm looking over. I'm like, excuse me? He goes, yeah, man. Heat 6. Right. This was last week. And so, yeah, man, we all, look, it's funny how, listen, and you guys are, and we can all relate to this.
Yeah.
You can't live on the edge like this in life or in sports. You can't get up every morning and say, okay, it worked out for me last year. It'll work out again. Right? At some point, you have to have something to hang your hat on. And the only thing that we could say positive about the Heat was same situation they did last year, which was an anomaly, but that's what we went with.
Nick T says, how could you, Toes? You just got over Bob Mushing. I just wanted to keep my options open.
But
it's not a bush.
And you know what? I'm gonna make this quick. I know you got a lot of people behind me, but it's to your point, Leroy. Like even though last year it was an anomaly and we had Jimmy healthy and things of that nature, the Heat, regardless of all that, without Scary Terry and JB, they were able to show you that they went up to Boston and took a game. So, for your boy Tobes to be all up in his head and as delusional as a fan as he is, because Leroy, I'm in the same shit, man. I've been riding with the Heat since '05, and it's like you got to live and die by this team and ride till the wheels fall off. So when they take one and even up that series, they give you all types of hope.
I know. I get
maybe
it.
they can get this done.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate the call, Ricardo. We got to take a break. We are live from Radio Row. Appreciate Premier Boxing for having us out here, flying us out here, putting us up at New York.
We got a
New
nice.
York.
We've had worse setups when it comes to media.
No, this is beautiful.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Beautiful ballroom. Yeah. I know it looks like we're just up on a boring wall. I'll give you some more visuals for everybody. We'll take a quick break. For everybody who's on hold, we'll get to your calls. More to get to here on Tobin and Leroy after this.
now. No doubt now.
We're back.
Yeah. Check it out now.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here live from Radio Row. We're here for Canelo Jaime Munguia, which is going down at T-Mobile Arena on Saturday. Look at him. He's so fancy.
Leroy's got his
I'm not
coffee
fancy,
again.
dude.
You are
You
a
changed,
bougie
dude.
First of all-
coffee drinker, dude.
First of all,
Glasses Leroy is different.
I damn near need a ice cream. A snow scraper to get the crap they put on the side of the cup. I'm like, put it all in the cup.
Yeah, I do.
And then they separate it and it looks all cute and pretty and everything. Yeah. I said, I need to get this in my mouth. So can we stir it up?
I like that. I like that.
Man.
So yeah, we were just watching.
We were watching Bam light up Al Horford yesterday.
Angry Bam.
I wouldn't say light up.
I was.
No. Like you didn't see the video of him trucking him last night.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like his whole performance. Yeah, he did. And you know what? Al Horford has a punchable face, dude. I am sick of Al Horford.
I'm sick of Al Horford.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with Al Horford.
Oh, you know what we mean, dude. If I wasn't so mad at Derek White, I'd talk more about Al Horford.
It's like you only got enough for one.
How about them letting Jaylen Brown again? I'm lashing out. You know, they kicked our ass, but how about them just letting Jaylen Brown just throw elbows like he's John Bones Jones at everybody?
Oh my God, he clipped a whole bunch of guys, didn't he?
He got like 3 guys.
And then he
tries DeLon Wright got 7 stitches.
Then he tries to reenact it.
Oh, I didn't do anything. Huh? What? Huh? Yeah.
You said 7 stitches?
7 stitches
inside of his mouth.
Yeah, DeLon Wright, 7 stitches.
I got that one.
Scored 2 fewer baskets than Tyler Herro.
I split my lip from here to here.
Yeah. Oh man. Do we have any callers still there, Marcos? Who's still there?
Yes, indeed. We still have Jellyfish from Miami, Smitty from Salt Lake City, and Paul from Carroll City.
Making the choice there. Jellyfish, it's obvious, right?
You got to go Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Right. If I had a choice, I'm going Jellyfish.
All right, let's go.
Jelly, what's up, man?
Hey, guys. Hey, if there was a tag team for radio hosts, you guys would take the belt.
Wow.
Thanks, buddy.
Strong start.
So my question is, even if we had Jimmy, do you think that would have been enough firepower?
No.
Or would we have had to have something like a Gabe Vincent last season when he went on a tear to get us past these guys?
No.
Thank you for taking my call.
No. Like, we all take this situation and say, oh, if we'd had the same guys as we had last year. Like, the only guy who had a pretty good year based on when they left Miami was Max Strus. They love him in Cleveland. That being said, right, I still believe, like, Jimmy can be your leader, and Jimmy can be your culture guy, and Jimmy can do all that. But if you look at all these teams, they have that dude, right? I'm not talking about that dude that once in a playoff series or twice in a playoff series or in a playoff series, he's going to average 35. I'm talking about a dude that roll out of bed and can get 35 for fun. Look at all these other teams, right? I mean, hell, Boston has 2 or 3 of them.
Strangely, it was just Derek White all
right,
series.
but again, like, right, the other 2 didn't have to.
I know, it was very annoying.
Right. So when you look at all these teams, right, and we tried to put this on Tyler, right? We tried for 2 years. We tried to put this on Tyler and say Tyler can be that scorer. Tyler can be that. No. It ain't like them. It ain't like Spider and Dame and Giannis or Tatum or Jaylen Brown, right? Go look at all those teams. Jokic, even Kyrie can go off.
Luka. What Jimmy has turned himself into, like, I don't want to lose appreciation.
No, I'm not.
He turned himself, for a guy who was a defensive specialist, the guy has had a lot of incredible scoring performances in the postseason, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been the whole point, right? We've all seen every one of these postseason runs and been like, well, what's missing? Well, you need the bona fide guy who can get hot from
you
3.
Need that guy. You need that guy who's going to give you 5 of 10 from 3 every other night.
But can do it
just in a series.
But we'll do it at unconscious, ridiculous places,
right.
Which is why Dame was such a big fit, which is why it was such a big blow. And I don't know, I'm sure the obvious one that everyone's going to be looking for, and JFig, season's over, so punishment's over, because let me tell you something. come tomorrow after funeral day, I'm hitting the high seas.
Wait, we got the funeral's tomorrow.
No, the funeral's today.
Oh, the funeral's
No,
today.
the funeral's today.
No, I thought we have to do the funeral.
This is the
happens
eulogy.
when they do the last. When everybody does their going out. You know, like
the exit
Spo
interviews.
and
The exit interviews. Yeah, I think they'll do exit interviews tomorrow. Like,
okay, then
what's
that's when the funeral is.
Nah. What
This
are
is
they
the
gonna
wake.
say?
Is this?
What
the
do you
wake
want? Who do you want to hear from?
This is the wait. We got 24 hours.
Who do you want to hear
Wait.
from? Because Jimmy ain't talking.
No, I don't want to hear from anybody.
Who you want to hear from?
Actually,
Like,
I don't.
We know
wanna
what
hear from him.
the issue was.
Is Tyler going to show? He showed up yesterday, just like Where's Waldo,
Sick
which
of
was
this
kind of
guy.
like his game.
Yeah, I really can't find him still. Actually,
Again, Tyler has the ability to do it,
nah.
but not like. Here's the problem. We all have a situation. We don't want to be honest with the situation. But the fact of the matter is Tyler Herro should be 6th man of the year 5 or 6 times before his career's over.
All right, he's
Coming off the bench.
a glorified role player is what we have there.
But he's like he can lead the second group. He can go in there because he ain't gonna have to deal with defenders that fold him up and put him in his pocket, right?
Yeah.
He gonna have that second
He's
unit
just
where
too. He's just too easy. Like if he's going to be your lead guy, as we saw, he's too easily schemed against. All you got to do is be physical with him. The guy didn't even want to go near Drew Holiday, and Jimmy Butler had like whatever you want to say about Jimmy Butler's scoring ability. Jimmy Butler had Drew Holiday contemplating retirement after last year.
right,
Definitely
Like
did.
you need people who can
right.
take these guys who they're going to try and throw bodies at you and scheme you away. And like Tyler didn't even look like he wanted to be part of the challenge yesterday.
Now I will say this.
They wouldn't have won.
I give-
Even if he goes and scores 25,
Right.
maybe they don't even win. But like that was a really bad showing by him. Like to
Yeah.
not only lose, but then all right, like Bam. At least you're like, hey, Bam's going down. He's going down swinging. It felt like Tyler Herro was just like,
Pineapple.
he was kind of like left on since we're it out, like just left on the stool. Like it's just
Right.
like, I don't know.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna cut him a little slack for this reason. Okay. He's not a point guard. He's not that guy that everybody's trying to make him to be. Right?
Nobody's making him be, but also
He's been him too.
But
Him
he's part
too.
of
He
it.
says he's that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you're not. Okay, and that's okay. Right?
Yeah.
He's more of a guy that plays off the ball. You know? And so what seems like the real struggle was this year, the end of this year. And this is what I saw. When Terry Rozier was out and you didn't have a true ball handler and a true point guard and somebody that wasn't afraid to get in the paint, right? And somebody that wasn't afraid to
Or even just like forget the paint. Like Terry Rozier, this is a league where you got to make some tough buckets, and Tyler just likes everything damn clean, like all the
Right.
time. He's always
even
trying
Dunks got away from that.
Yeah, you got to like Terry Rozier. You got to throw some crazy stuff up now and then. You got to be Tyrese Maxey throwing it from the logo.
Right.
If you're gonna have the ball in your hands, you got to do some. You got to do some ballsy things.
Right.
And and yeah, to everybody's point, like they put a bullseye on him defensively yesterday.
That's what you do.
And he just can't hang.
You know what it was? This what Boston did. You are the weakest link. Bye-bye. That's how they handled it. And when you look at, there's certain guys you can't do that with, right? There's certain guys, like they do it to Jimmy because they want the ball out of Jimmy's hands, right? They did it to Tyler because they wanted to shut him down. So I don't know, but I think a lot of it has to do with, and it could be, Tyler thought he was that guy, and Tyler thinks he can be that guy, right? But I think Tyler's better off the ball, and they couldn't really do anything because they didn't have other options, right, to put him off the ball. But if Terry was there,
He should be
and
running
then he was up right.
he should be running his ass around.
He should be running
getting
around like
everybody
Steph,
tired. He
like
should be
Duncan
shooting from
was.
30.
Right.
Like that's where he's gonna be that's where he should be effective.
Right. But
know.
but without a point guard and you asking Tyler to do it, and that's why when they say, "Oh, we have positionless," everybody can't take the ball up. Everybody can't do it.
Paul, what's going on, Paul? How are you?
Man, I'm not doing so good this morning
neither.
after last night. But other than that, life is good.
That's good. I'm glad life is good.
Had a way to put a positive twist on it.
Hey, I called you guys. Leroy.
Always
Hey,
works.
quickly though, man. I don't want to be petty. We couldn't hit the side of the barn anyway last night, but the refs, man, I mean, come on, give us a fight.
No, he's right. He's right, bro.
You can't just,
No, hey, I'm not letting.
I mean, think about it. Look at the free throw differential.
Giving them everything.
That's, you know what? Wait.
Not only
Here.
that.
I'm gonna say this.
Not only that, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I don't know what it would take, but get me Durant here, man. Give me Durant. That's the missing piece, man.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I get rid of Herro, Robinson, and Caleb, and a first-round draft pick. Let's get it done, man. You guys have a great day.
There you go, Paul. Appreciate you.
I don't think I would give up
Duncan.
No,
I don't think I give up Duncan. But it's still a good call, though.
Here's the
deal.
Here's the deal. Stop it. Okay? You can't talk about officiating when you lose by damn near 40. Stop it.
I mean, they did let him just go.
No. Stop it.
But then there was that.
Listen, and the other thing. Here's what I would tell you. The referees in all of these games, you know what they reward? Aggressiveness. Okay? So let me say, when you let a guy go to the hoop and dunk and smile at his mama while he dunking, you're probably never going to get a call if he go dunk again. You haven't proven that you're going to be any kind of resistance to that guy. You see what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not hearing that.
We'll take a quick break. We're live here from Las Vegas, Radio Row for Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. We appreciate Premier Boxing Champions for having us out here. We'd like to thank them for having us out here, flying us out here, putting us up at New York. And we will take a break. Back with more after this.
Listen.
It's hour 2. It's hour 2. It's hour 2. This is how I feel today. Franchise quarterback. Dolphins quarterback.
Should I just let this ride? This is how I feel, though. I don't feel it. I can't do the hour 2 thing today.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
why? Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why do the Heat ruin
Hour 2?
Yeah.
It's a fair question. I think Marcos is sad. I'm sad. We're all sad. The only thing I'll tell you what gave me the Goosies yesterday, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Marcos, before the Heat game, I watched basically Premier Boxing does this it's their version of 24/7. It's called Gloves Off.
Okay.
And I watched that before. I gotta tell you, it got me hyped for this fight. I got the Goosies. Because they have Canelo. It's Canelo immediately in the snow. And I was like this. Like this.
There's a Rocky like this, I think.
Hey, hey, I can't take this dude.
That's
why. Oh, dude, it was so
If
Goosies.
you work out in the snow.
Oh, okay. What was that? What was that?
Oh, kerfuffle?
No. Margo,
yeah.
He's like in the snow, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's like you can hear the snow. And then he gets in the cold plunge in the snow.
In the snow?
In the snow, dude.
That's the
in
coldest
the snow.
plunge.
Exactly. Double the cold plunge.
You know they put
That's double the
it's
healing
not double
power.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You guys are idiots.
It's aesthetics, though.
No,
it's aesthetics, right?
Yeah, but
Because
it's
guess what?
Aesthetically pleasing.
JFig was freezing cold. She got in the hot tub. So
no, that's different though. That's different.
Controlled environment.
Like if I eat ice cream, like
it didn't look like a controlled environment.
Oh. So what? This was like a natural. He just dug a hole.
I mean, he's up in the mountains. He was like up in the mountains. It was like Drago.
So wait. So so now you two are like a tag team because Idiot 1 says he was in the snow. He had his own private ice tub, and so Idiot 2 goes, did he just dig a hole?
Valid question. It's a valid question.
Like he just dug a hole and put water in
Dude,
there.
I'm telling you, I got the Goosies watching Canelo go, and then the trick because it's like they have like this secret gym somewhere, right?
Oh.
And then like he goes, it's like it's my favorite day, sparring day. I was like, oh, what does that mean? It means it's like because he's like, I wish I could skip all the other days. They could all be sparring day. So they bring in the sparring partners, and he goes, he's just pummeling this one dude, and he goes, bring me a fresh one. I was like, oh, why are you looking at me like that?
Whoa.
You know what he says that what it reminds me of? You remember in the beginning of I want to say not in game, but the beginning of the first part of that with the Avengers. When he's punching these bags and he's just putting a new bag up and he's destroying these bags and he puts another bag up.
Is that Captain America? I can't even remember.
It wasn't Captain America. It was like
one
the
of those,
first.
So you're saying Canelo's a super soldier?
No. It was.
I'm saying you guys are he's playing this like it's an Avenger movie.
No, it was good, dude. It was good.
That's good.
It was good. Train in the mountains.
If I don't see Bud versus Canelo within the next couple years, I'll die.
Wow. What's going to happen is Canelo's going to get old. Bud is going to, or somebody's going to have a terrible loss.
I'm pretty sure Terrence Crawford's older than him.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
So you're saying there's
Canelo's
a
just been around forever, and he has 65 fights.
Oh,
been a star since he was 19.
Now that I'm looking at Munguia, he looks a little older than Canelo.
Right? Munguia is undefeated though, right?
He's got a baby face with.
But it looks like if he has a little pepper on the side, that CGI made him 45.
You know, it's adorable. You know, it's adorable. When I was watching,
which is, by the way, he's fighting a dude that has a chance to be great. And all we're talking about is him against Golden Boy.
Well, I'm going to tell you something adorable about Munguia. Munguia is getting trained by Freddie Roach, right? Legend.
Oh,
Legend.
Right?
yeah.
And he is at one point in the documentary that I'm watching, right? Canelo, he goes, my wife wanted to go somewhere where I wouldn't be recognized for our anniversary. So we went to Croatia.
Oh.
He goes, didn't work. Everybody flooded to see me. So then Munguia, he's in LA. He's getting some food, or he was getting like some like one of those fruit cups, right, from the street.
Right.
Goes, aren't you fighting Canelo? And he's like, oh, I am fighting Canelo.
Oh,
And so he was like, it was so adorable.
It's like he was shocked.
okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, oh my goodness. Now, no, but really, let's be clear.
What?
Right? Does he have a chance?
Dude, the way boxing's been going,
I know.
lately,
That's why I'm saying.
I don't want to say
like has he beat? Like, here's how you.
the last guy that he beat.
Here's how you tell me. This is usually how he comes to me with these fights, right? He'll say the guy he fought and the last two guys he beat were really good.
Yeah.
And he pieced them up. And so
Well,
he'll say that. And so that's when
the last guy that he beat went the distance with Canelo, John Ryder. He knocked him out. And that was the first fight that he had trained with Freddie Roach.
Okay.
He's a very offensive fighter. You know, everybody's kind of thought like he was going to be, you know, the next thing for a while. But this is like, yeah, this is different. You're fighting Canelo. You get into the bright lights. Event like this, all the circumstance of a radio row and all this stuff, like it's like he's headlined a bunch of cards, but he hasn't done it like, you know, he's been like a DAZN
no
hey, main event or something like that.
Headlining with Canelo is different.
It's different.
That's like Floyd Mayweather.
We watched the Turkish Wolf, Marcos, when he was down here in Miami, and Turkish Wolf. We all knew that he was there just to, you know, collect a check.
What a good name.
Oh, I don't even remember what his real name is. I just remember he was the Turkish Wolf.
Turkish Wolf.
It sounds like when he walked into the ring.
Yeah, but instead it was Papa.
Dude, it was so quick.
I think it was longer. I think Canelo taking J Balvin to the ring took longer than the fight.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
No lie, you had to get in your seat early because they did a full concert before Canelo came out, right? Because once Canelo got in the ring, the whole night was over.
Jaime Munguia is 4-1 right now. 4-1 to win
against Canelo. That's pretty low.
That's some
music
popping
got
off
some
right
tunes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Wait, this guy's walking around.
He's trying to get the music put down.
Huh?
Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I'm just wondering why my man just decided to.
I don't know. Dude just started cranking the music.
Oh no, does he understand what Radio Row is?
He was feeling festive, dude.
Somebody yell, hey buddy, this ain't the club.
It's not lively enough in here.
Wait,
guys.
that's not even, he has nothing to do with the music. He was just playing music.
He's just like, yeah, I like it. I mean, they got some big speakers up there, dude.
Wow.
Was he testing the speakers to?
I don't know.
So this is where they had the yesterday here. It was here.
The press conference, yes.
Yeah.
It was in
Oh,
here.
nice.
I feel sorry for Munguia because he did nothing to warn.
He seems like a sweetheart.
Right. To warn.
Although he did go, Marcos, he did say this.
Uh-oh.
He says, but,
yeah,
when we step in that ring, we're enemies. I was like,
oh my God.
A little bit of bad
Can I
blood.
just tell you? Let me tell you.
What?
The people who I've tried to beat the hell out of the most were my friends.
Okay, so you agree?
Because I ain't never want to be back home or, you know, and them talk about how they got me.
Nice.
That's more embarrassing than losing.
So you're saying I should put some money on me?
You're like, but which I still couldn't figure out why Jimmy wouldn't take down Kyle Lowry when they played against each other, right?
Oh man, that was
like that was
frustrating.
crazy.
That was probably maybe the most frustrating part of the year. Jimmy Butler wouldn't try and score on Kyle Lowry, and Kyle Lowry's still playing, the Heat or not.
Well, You see what they did the 2-minute report, right?
I was walking through the hotels.
Tyree Maxey
that he traveled.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Come on, there's so many plays. You know when they take that sidestep to shoot the three?
Yeah.
Like it's not as egregious as it's not as egregious as James Harden, but they all travel. They all go tap 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 and then shoot.
Yep.
They all do it. So now we're gonna have a
about
2-minute report.
Yeah, damage is done. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want, but it should be
great thing. Basically, that 2-minute report ruined one of the greatest endings to a basketball game ever.
Nah, well, it doesn't change the result. What are they going to do? Protest?
Right. No, I know.
You know.
Look, I feel that same way with the news that I heard yesterday from Ryan Garcia.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, we should get into that a little bit. We got to take a break though. That was nuts. Yeah, Ryan Garcia popped for performance enhancers after his.
Do they have to tell you what the performance enhancers were?
I have the name of it. It's something people have used before. Ostarine, I think, is the name of it. So I get you those details here in a second. We're live here in Las Vegas.
Live
covering Canelo versus Jaime Munguia, courtesy of Premier Boxing Champions. We want
just
to thank
after
them.
11:15 here.
Yeah. Just what? No, it's 8:15 here.
Oh, my clock didn't change.
Oh. Not what? You're confused.
Man.
Well, I mean, you confuse our audience. That is the time.
Yeah,
that's true.
We appreciate them for flying us out here, putting us up at the great New York Hotel and Casino. Take a break. Back with more after this.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. Here we go.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, the NBA and NHL postseasons are underway. Locally, only one of them are for us anymore. We got your chance to watch the games.
See, I feel bad, man. I feel because I try as a friend to my boy. It's not that I don't appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know the fall is brutal, right? And you get so excited about playoffs and so excited about what you want to do.
I get excited about wins against the Pistons, buzzer beaters.
Right. That's
what makes me Wild Heat Coyote.
But then the crash. The crash, Marcos. Wait, the dude. I'm sitting in the corner, right, next to two old ladies, right? I'm watching the game, and I'm like half in and half out. I look over to my left, and Tobin's just standing in the hole, in the aisle, just staring at me.
I just go to Leroy. I'm walking up the aisle. I'll get my way I walk up the aisle. The cabin is dark. People are half asleep, and I just go, stinks.
Right. And he turns around and
I leave.
Right. Like, yeah, man. We all know the friend. You fall for either a person or a thing, right? And when they realize it ain't what they thought, man, the crash is terrible. I'm trying to, and it didn't help none. It's dark. It is dark on the plane. And I don't even know why I look. He's like, hey, stinks. Like the two ladies were like looking up. Like it was terrible.
Who's Tyler?
And I'm like, yeah, we go through this every year. Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, we got a chance for you to watch the games. Giving away a $250 gift card to Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. For your chance to win, go to WQM.com/contest and enter. That's simple. Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. Eat, drink, play.
Oh, UD Live.
Watch sports.
UD Live on First Take.
Oh, UD's on?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
But
it's going to go give the Heat the business nationally.
So the terrible part about the season is that all but one team is going to be disappointed, right? I don't know. I think the only team that would really be excited about getting to the kind of the conference championship is a team like OKC, who is really young.
Conference championship? Nah, yeah. The Knicks and the Sixers would be. They've never been there with this era.
Yeah, yeah, but the Knicks fans will complain if they get there and right. You know what I mean? Like they're ingrates. I don't like ingrate fans.
I got
like you like it's an accomplishment to get to a conference championship.
Yeah,
and sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. But like there's only one team at the end that's going to be happy. So
I think that Spo was talking a little bit about this after the game. There's a couple of things that were pointed out. And one of them was from Stan Van Gundy on the broadcast where he told the Heat, he goes, I don't know what they're going to do with their roster. They got questions, but
stop giving them chicken bleep and want to make chicken salad.
He said, stop expecting Erik Spoelstra to work miracles, which is fair.
Right.
Because maybe part of it is, on him too, because he allows his psychotic maniac competitive self to be like, oh, we have enough for anything, and that's just the front he puts. I don't know what's said behind closed doors. I don't know what his talks are like with Pat Riley, but yeah, they gotta think about what this guy can do with the limitations of his roster.
No, think one better. Think about what he's done versus the people that have actually failed. Listen, he made it past the team. Or made it further than a team that had KD, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. Like, yeah. So, like, and here's what happens. We fall for it, too. He does it the one year. He gets to the finals with Jimmy and others.
Yep.
Right? And so guess what we do? Do we go into the season? Don't worry about it. Spo take care of it.
But they've just been, they've been teasing so many years. Like, all right, where's the, they've really only made in the Jimmy Butler era, they've really only made one major move, and it didn't really turn out to be major because he's kind of meh. And it was Kyle Lowry. Like they got their true point guard, and he was fine.
But here's the problem:
he was fine.
They
but
needed
it
him
wasn't
to be more.
Yeah, it wasn't the needle mover they needed.
Well, because guess what? Philadelphia is fine with who Kyle Lowry is.
Yeah, but they're not. They weren't paying him $90 million.
But we need.
Is that how much we paid Kyle Lowry?
It's not. Wait, yeah. Is it our fault here?
Marcos. Did you not remember that?
Yeah.
Did you forget that?
I just blocked.
They got busted for tampering. You don't remember?
$90 can I ask you a question?
For Kyle Lowry?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is it Kyle Lowry's fault or our fault that we expected him to be something he never was?
Nah, I mean, it's the same thing that happens to the Ravens and OBJ. Sometimes you just overpay, but my God, that $90 million for Kyle Lowry
for 3 years though.
Yeah, and hey, we got to a championship, so he feels validated. I bet
when that Tyler contract kicks in.
Oh, I'm not paying.
It kicked in.
Yeah,
I'm not paying Tyler.
Yeah,
it's too late. You're already paying.
He's got a Lowry still left on that deal.
He got a Lowry.
He's still got a Lowry left on that deal.
He got a Lowry.
Wow.
Yeah, he got $90 million left on it.
Didn't do anything for his value this little postseason run.
Wait. So all these other teams,
his value went
everybody
down.
said Tyler's up is on the trade block.
Yeah,
and everybody said we don't want Tyler.
They were like,
nah. Well, now what?
Now you gotta hope they like Jaime and Nico.
Now he's a throw-in.
Now he's now he's a little sweet. Now he's a little sweetener.
Yeah, that's more like it.
So why are we rats off the ship so quick on our team? You are.
Who's rats off the ship?
I'm not your team on players. You are rats off the ship on Tyler Herro.
I'm not honestly. I don't feel like I am rats off a ship on him. I feel like I stayed on the ship and I kept.
Wait. The fact that you said I feel I stayed on the ship means your ass is off the ship.
I'm rats off a ship on him. Thinking, if I hear any, here's where I'm at with Tyler.
You've been
fair point. I'm not doing any more justification for the guy.
You don't have to.
I'm not doing he had a foot injury because he's always injured. I'm not doing because that's not his role no. He thought of himself in the ilk of all the young guards in this league. I see guard after guard on these playoff series lighting it up like a Christmas tree, and he looks like he can't stay on the court. That's the facts.
And when he's on the court, pineapple.
And he's sat here and look, Tyler works hard. I'm not saying he's a guy who doesn't work out. He's very clearly worked on stuff, but I just think he has his limitations, and I don't know who has to grab him and be like, hey, this has to be what you are now. But
my question is that a Tyler problem or a us problem?
That was
trying to make him something he never really was. He wanted to be that guy. He thought he could be that guy. But again, for 2 years I've said this. Wouldn't Tyler be better fit and this team be better fit if Tyler came off the bench?
The point of it is with him, whether that's better or not, is you have an investment on him to think he's part of the core and he's going to be one of the guys to take you to a championship, and he's not. He's not. He's a nice player. He usually lights up the worst teams in the league. That's what he does.
Oh, you giving him the old?
That's the facts.
Wait.
Front runner.
Wait. Are we giving him the old Tua and the Dolphins treatment?
Yeah, I mean, essentially.
Tua led the league in passing
against bad teams.
Whatever,
against bad teams, dude. Against bad teams, dude.
No, listen, I don't know what the
he
answer
still had
is.
that comeback against the Ravens. We have that. You can never take that away from him.
All right,
I don't know.
Is that his snarl game
That's
for
a
Tyler
snarl
Herro?
game.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is right
I
now.
don't have the answer to
Tyler Herro to a samesies, dude.
No, I don't have the answer to what you can do with Tyler. I've always said that does he not fit this team better? And wouldn't he not be more productive playing with the second unit? And I think a lot of people took that as you're saying he's not a starter.
Here's
And I don't think so. I don't think I'm saying that.
Mac for a Better Tomorrow, who's been a huge Tyler fan, and he says Tyler got them to the playoffs. Did Bam dominate the Bulls? But Mac, just hear me out here, dude. All right, and I appreciate you listening to the show in and out for the last couple days and your comments. I'm not, I don't want to deter you from that. It's the Bulls.
Okay.
They were 4 games under 500. That's my point, dude.
Yeah.
It's the Bulls. And he had 14 assists in a game. They set a playoff record of 3s. So it's a little buoyed. Yes, he had his best playmaking game. Erik Spoelstra said that to him. But you want to know why he's saying that to him? Because he's like, I would like to see them more.
Yeah,
says,
for sure. More of this.
You said, Spoelstra, Tyler, I really like what you're doing here. He said, you think? See, but here's the difference between basketball and football. In football, the coach would just say it, right? You had a great game today, 100-plus yards. Your yards per carry was great, 2 touchdowns. Can we get it more than 1 week? A football coach would just put that out there because that's how crazy football is. Basketball, you like kind of coach them. Think we can get this,
anybody who wants to compare the difference between Bam and they can't take Bam Adebayo off the court.
They can't do this.
They can't.
I have never seen a guy who is as laid back as he is look so exhausted because there's nobody else to put on the floor.
It's like if you have to have these conversations.
We can't get mad at Tibbs because they Tibbs him right now. They Tibbs and Bam right now.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, look, he's a good guy. He works his butt off, but he is what he is. We got to stop doing this. I'm guilty of it too.
Okay.
I was
getting ready to say.
I was looking at the IG post and looking a little swole. Dude, did you see how embarrassing it was when he was trying to like muscle up Al Horford yesterday? That's Al Horford. He's a fossil and he can't move him.
He's still got muscles though, dude.
I don't care. You're young. You're supposed to be young bull.
240.
Stan Van Gundy was making fun of him.
240 is 240 is 240. I don't care how old it is. When you lean on them twigs, they wobble.
And he's always hurt. He's always hurt.
I think right now, think about this. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Heat would have had a better chance of winning with less talent if those guys had played all 82 games. If they had other guys that had played 82 games, the way Spoke and coach them up.
Just consistency?
So if you didn't have Jimmy and you didn't have Tyler, right? But you had 2 other guys that played all year, all 82 games, that he could have fared better.
Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a franchise record year of starting lineups. You're 2 guys at the top of the salary cap. Can't rely on them. One missed half the season. The other missed 22 games.
Look how clean UD looks.
Yeah, he's on first take right now. Look at that, man. Oh, is he saying where did he go from here?
No, I'm just all cleaned up.
What's he saying, Marcos? What is he saying?
Well, I'm gonna get to the TV thing. It looks like he's saying.
Well, we can't go live to it, but
bleep Bill Russell. Why is he doing this again? I don't know why is he doing that again.
We'll take a quick break. We're live here from Radio Row for Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. We appreciate Premier Boxing for having us out here, flying us out here, putting us up at New York, New York. We will take a break. Back with more for this. everybody? Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, we got your chance to see legendary metal band Megadeth with Mudvayne and All That Remains.
Mudvayne.
All
Wait,
that remains.
if you know what JFig, if she had a band, Bird Killer. That fit right in. Megadeth.
Bird Killer.
Mudvayne.
They're going to be the I Think Financial
Bird
Amphitheater
Killer.
in West Palm in August. Log on to WQM.com/contest. This is a Live Nation show. Live here from Radio Row for Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. That goes down Saturday, May 4th, live on pay-per-view, presented by Premier Boxing Champions. Appreciate them having us out here, flying us out here.
I love the
and
build-up.
putting us up at New York.
Like, because, we get here on Wednesday, crickets. Thursday starts, gathering. Friday about lunch, it's packed.
Yeah. Dade South says Bam may be All That Remains this summer.
I wouldn't be surprised. See, me personally,
not unless it ends up with them getting they're not going to tear it down to the studs with Bam. They don't control two of their future picks, so you don't want to.
Right.
I
would keep dunking.
You don't want to blow it up.
I would absolutely
completely.
keep dunking.
I don't want to get rid of Jimmy either. I just don't think if Jimmy is going to be. I just hope Jimmy's not being, doesn't get salty if they don't. I just hope I hope he doesn't get. Well,
You're
look,
talking about athlete money.
I understand, but he's made a lot of money.
Listen, here's the no, don't do that. Don't do that. Here's the deal. See, we've been spoiled because the big three all took pay cuts. That doesn't happen.
No. I'm not telling him to. First of all, I'm not telling him to take a pay cut.
Okay.
I'm not telling him to take a pay cut.
Okay, I got you.
I'm saying
don't get offended.
Don't be offended. We don't give you an extra $60 million guaranteed.
Okay. Okay.
You're
right. Different story.
That's a different story.
Okay.
Don't be like that. Like that's if that's how it's gonna be. All right, we'll see where it goes from there. But
kind of sound like you gave Jimmy an ultimatum.
I'm just telling you the way. Look.
Marcos,
what do you say about
that
Pat Riley?
sound like
What do you say about Pat Riley?
Pat Riley don't play. Look what he did to D Wade. And I'm like, if he did that to D Wade, ain't nobody off his list.
Traded Shaq. Okay. Lonzo Mourning.
The only person that
Tim
got
Hardaway.
him. The only person that got him was LeBron.
Only person that got him was Hassan.
Ooh. No. There's been a
Jimmy
couple
Butler's
contracts.
not going anywhere, guys. Jimmy Butler's not going anywhere.
I don't think he's going anywhere either. But I think the idea of Jimmy Butler.
The conversation that needs to be had is not going to be a pretty conversation.
Hey,
and
Jimmy
we
Butler
don't
wants
know
more
how
money.
Jimmy's going to react to the conversation because it could be very well Jimmy say like, "You're right, okay," right? We don't know, and so we're kind of imagining what the conversation's going to be when somebody doesn't give Jimmy his money, right? But we really don't know. So that's why, anything we say or
We don't really
suggest, we don't
Because
know.
he said, I don't want to be anywhere else. I want to retire with the Heat.
Right.
If he wants more money, you give him more money.
No.
Open check. Whatever you want, Jimmy.
No.
We owe him, dude. We owe him.
Wait.
What do they owe
You
him?
didn't know D Wade?
I bet we got to learn from our mistakes, or else that's insanity. Whatever
Marcos,
money he wants, you give it.
Do
to
you
him.
see him?
Wait.
But do you see him walking around this age?
Yeah.
The way he plays basketball,
Hobble.
very physical basketball.
Yep.
You want to pay him that at 37 years old, that at $60+ million.
I mean,
that's
is cap room the reason why we aren't where we're at right now? And I don't think so.
It's not. It has nothing to do with cap room.
So give him the
Let's do
money
it
and the rest will figure
37.
itself
just
out.
make him happy.
There you go. He's
Yep.
he went to the Tobin school.
He's just made you
Yeah.
happy, so
No.
pay Jimmy Butler.
Hey,
Absolutely.
He just went to the Tobin school. He
We
said,
owe
just pay him,
Jimmy
we'll figure it
Butler.
out when we get there.
We
That's
have
what he just
wasted his prime.
What?
Wasted his prime,
He wasted
dude.
his prime.
Who
riding
was in the
horses
first
and stuff.
championship run with him? What have we given him over the past 3 to 4 years? Kyle Lowry?
So you think
Thanks.
that you should?
He asked for Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, that was his fault.
Oh, great. Appreciate that. We gave him his
That's what
friend.
happens when you allow players to
Finally,
be the GM.
he's like, oh, can I get my
Or
friend?
Tobin. They see that would have happened if you allowed Tobin to be GM.
We got Mr. Glass, and then we got another guy here who's great. Plays good defense, but can never score over 23 points. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, I'm going to kill you to get a 30-point game. And that's what
You're really like giving something. You have criticism for Bam Adebayo,
I mean,
and not the
game
star of the team who wasn't there at the end of the playoffs.
Hey, you know what? He put his body on the line for years for this team.
It was his fault he got hurt.
Actually, I think there should have been an investigation. If Jason Tatum does that stupid flop and gets a flagrant. Why wasn't that at least a flagrant too? But the league's out to get
What
us.
are
You
talking-
know the league is
He's
out
all
to get
over the
us.
place. You're lashing out, dude.
No,
That's
that okay.
lashing.
Look, the
That's-
Kelly Oubre
that's
foul was
So,
a flagrant.
you know what the thing is? You're giving Jimmy a pass because he wasn't there for getting killed by the Celtics. So you think that Jimmy Butler, if he was there
he
for the
wouldn't have got
Celtics,
killed.
he wouldn't have gotten killed.
No.
I can't say that he wouldn't have
How
gotten
much
killed.
dog is on the team when Jimmy Butler is not there? You just saw a team with no soul go up there against the Boston Celtics. That would never happen. Even against the Lakers, he pulled off 2 games with, I don't know, Tyler Johnson's brother or something on the team. I don't even know who was next to him sometimes.
So you're saying what's the harm?
What's the harm? Just give him the money, dude. Give him the money. It's not my
Dude,
money.
I
It's
love
not
the
your
way these
money.
conversations are now and later, right?
He's kind of spinning me.
I'm telling you, dude, you gotta
What's the harm, baby?
How much dog is on the team without him? How much dog is left in the NBA? There's only a couple dogs. Anthony Edwards.
Can I say this?
Okay, but he
Can I say this?
But he broke a promise to us, Marcos.
He broke his bones
He's
on the way to that promise.
He said to us it's that time, and it wasn't that time at all this year.
Boy, do I wish
You
he'd never
certainly
said
yelled
that.
at me. You certainly yelled at me.
Well, I apologize.
Leroy.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, if he says it's, I just want to be clear, just a disclaimer. If he says it's time again next year, then I will still yell at you.
Of course.
Because I'm going to go back and say, well, it was Kelly Oubre's fault.
It was
right
Kelly
now, I'm
Oubre's fault. It
wasn't Kelly Oubre's fault.
Okay, Dane South brings up a good point. I don't want to pay a young Tua, but I want to pay an old Jimmy. But I have a reason why.
Well, Jimmy Butler's giving you more joy than Tua.
No, okay, but then you
know,
don't. So you would rather pay. Hold on. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
A 37-year-old basketball player, $60 million.
Yep.
Then a 24-year-old quarterback, 45, 50 million.
This is a debate that doesn't make sense.
100%.
But I'm just saying, it has to do with 2 different people in their careers.
Yeah.
Like you don't pay for here. Most people give contracts based on what can be done, not what you have done.
I just think that this is what I find like Jimmy Butler. I guess the question is, does a year of $60 million for Jimmy Butler, should that be worth frostiness over it? Because he could get the money.
He said the same thing about D Wade. And Pat Riley's like, give us the breaks.
That was a
Pat Riley-
mistake.
but Pat Riley, here's the difference though. We can't, and you can't discount this. It's always weird with the camera, like my arm goes over there. You can't discount this. D Wade.
You're a child.
What do you mean?
Okay, come on. Okay.
D Wade, he feels like, I think Pat Riley was in his feelings a little bit too much, that from still team petty from LeBron. He might bring LeBron back this year.
Oh, that's the kicker. That so you're saying he was lashing out on LeBron at D Wade.
I think that's
because what happened with LeBron.
I definitely think that
was.
played a part.
100%.
Definitely played a part.
And now you don't think,
well, he doesn't really have anything to be petty with Jimmy about, other than like,
not playing. Well,
look, Golden
Pat,
State.
we talk about Pat Riley. How you think Pat Riley feel about guys sitting out?
He's gonna have to give him the business.
Oh, he gonna have to do that old challenge that he did for D Wade.
Exactly. And Goron. Remember the story Goron told on UG's podcast?
Yeah.
He goes, son, we didn't pay you for this bleep.
Oh,
And Gogi's like, what?
wow.
But bit.
But he did pay him because he does right by his guys now.
He really, but
No, he doesn't.
look, I think
He does right by the Miami Heat.
Here's the thing. I think that the Miami Heat, I think there is a level of exhaustion from some of the stuff that they have to deal with Jimmy. But I do think that Pat loves the competitive. He said before, like, who does Jimmy remind you of? He reminds me of me. Like,
That's
I think there is an element of his
Okay,
competitiveness and the
but-
way that he plays that Pat Riley really digs.
So here's
and
what you're
likes.
asking. Now, Pat, do you like him getting paid the same amount you got paid? Or do you like him getting paid $60 million?
See, you're not
Because
paying
that's
him $60 million for on-court production, I even think. I think
You
you're
better.
paying him to be the identity of your team for years to come. You dig down.
We have that guy.
Who?
Bam.
Okay, and Bam definitely is that guy, but little dog in Bam. Just a little puppy. There's
Dude,
a little
don't say
puppy
that.
in Bam.
Don't
Just
say
a little-
that.
You're out of your mind.
Go look at go
Did
look.
you see what he did to Al Horford?
Are you kidding me?
I mean, Al Horford is a senior citizen.
Go look what he did to Jokic. Go look
Still
at
comes.
go look at Jokic's game log and go see what Bam did to him.
Okay, that's a more formidable opponent than Al.
Okay,
okay,
You bastard.
I
I gotta be honest. Can I just tell you to this fan base, I'm so sick of having to defend Bam Adebayo to you dummies.
Wait.
just a little
You know what's
soft.
hilarious?
I'm so sick of it.
a
It
little
really,
soft.
You know what's hilarious?
it really is the most tired thing that we have to do all the time is have to defend Bam Adebayo and his worth to you guys. Like, if you don't understand, if you don't understand why all the best players in the league want to come play with him,
Hey,
if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you.
Marcos, you know what's amazing?
Yeah.
There's nothing I enjoy more than watching him give a reaction like I give to him, but to you.
I don't like that.
This is awesome. I just
I'm in a very vulnerable state today. I don't like it.
I know.
All right, I want to, I can't.
Wait, here.
I can't
Can
even
I-
enjoy the boxing
can I-
match
can I
because
just
of
say
the
this?
shenanigans this week. Because I'm so frazzled by that ass kicking that he took.
Can I just say this? Some of this is self-inflicted wounds because you put your feelings and emotions out there where they shouldn't be.
I am what I am.
You know what I mean? He had his emotions out. Like you had to see this dude on a dark ass plane walking down and just looking. He didn't even say nothing, dude. He just waited for me to look up. He was just standing there like
No, I said something.
you got this Tyler Herro.
Stinks.
And he turned around and walked away. We didn't go back and forth, nothing. Right? That was it.
Now here's a
The
question:
lady goes,
Did he
"Is
have
that your
shoes on?
friend?" She goes, "Is that your
Oh,
friend?"
dude,
Did
let
you
me
have
tell you
shoes
something.
on, sir?
We don't even have time for this. We'll take a break. We'll tell you about our experience at the airport yesterday.
Okay.
Whew.
It was dicey. It was dicey there for a second. Take a break. We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you live from Radio Row in Las Vegas. We are here for Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. It's a Premier Boxing Champions pay-per-view. It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
That's where you guys can go buy. I appreciate Premier Boxing for having us out here, flying us out here, putting us up at New York. So our boy Martin.
I met him. I met Martin before.
He's good people. He's good people, man. So appreciate him. Let's get some cat talk here, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a party playing. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers. Hey, check this out, Marcos.
Yep.
No lie. We saw somebody drinking the Celsius.
Oh.
They're 8 flavors away.
Oh, no.
He was drinking that old OG Oasis.
Oh, my.
Pineapple.
What a loser.
Yeah.
What a loser.
Should I tell him I can see into the future? Fruit punch, strawberry water.
Just go next to him and say, Galaxy vibes. And he'll be like, what the hell is that? And then 6 months later, he'll get it.
All right. So the cool thing tonight, the Panthers, we'll see if they will get their second round opponent tonight. We have game 6 between the Boston.
Who cares? I want them to rest.
Toronto
I want them
Maple
to play.
Leafs.
I want them to beat the hell out of each other.
So you're just rooting for, so that would mean tonight you're rooting for Toronto to tie it up.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah. So you do
game 7. 8:00 is your puck drop.
I'm rooting for chaos.
Okay. All right.
Leroy's. Some people call Leroy an agent of chaos.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
Me? Wait a minute. You mean that wouldn't be you?
No.
Oh my God.
Publix calls him that.
No. I tell you what though, they used to say how. The coach asked me one time, "How come every time you carry the football, there's debris on the football field?" I said, "Or the football."
Last night in the NHL, by the way, the Golden Knights went down 3-2. Dallas beat them 3-2. And the Oilers beat the Kings. We watched the end of that game late last night. Oilers are moving on. They gentlemen sweep the Kings. So the Golden Knights are going to be back here Friday.
What's worse,
for game 6.
Losing the series or getting gentlemanly swept?
Losing a series when?
He got the gentleman sweep.
They did. But, like, what do you compare? Like,
just losing it in general or getting gentlemanly swept? Because I don't care. I don't care the nature in which you lose a series. You lose a series, you lose.
I mean, I would say it's worse getting beat in the fewest amount of games possible. Isn't that the worst?
This guy. You know,
it's not a bad, but I do understand the heartbreak of like a game 7 loss may feel a little bit more than like if I lose in, if I lose in 6.
It depends on the stakes too.
Yeah. Like I feel nothing if I lose.
See, I look at
the most painful loss of like Jimmy missing the 3 in game 7.
That hurt.
Was the most painful.
I look at it as a loss.
Was more painful than I would say even them losing in 5 to Denver, because it was like, oh, all right, that was quick. You weren't really in that series. If that's what you're trying to get to.
Not really.
If I lose in 6, though, what do I feel?
It's more emotional the deeper you get into it, but at the end, it's still the same result. I just like a loss is a loss to me. The circumstances as to why that doesn't.
Would you rather lose in 6 or 7?
Doesn't matter. It's still a loss. That's my point.
I think 6 is better though.
So
7
is
is
the question.
Because I'm asking you guys and you give me different answers.
Depends on the circumstances.
Exactly.
Depends on the opponent.
And I just basically had the conversation. Circumstances don't matter to me. Loss is a loss.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
Circumstances definitely matter.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that a loss, that the Minnesota Vikings losing the way they did in the NFC Championship is the same as losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs?
Yeah. Because when that Sunday was over, our asses was at home watching TV.
It didn't sting a little bit more?
No.
Really?
No.
Even when you watch those fireworks?
Oh, look at that. Why you gotta bring up the fireworks?
You brought up old stuff, dude.
Why you gotta bring up the fireworks,
Why
bro?
you gotta bring up the fireworks?
Come on.
No, it hurt. It hurt that I had a chance to go to the Super Bowl and didn't. Why? No.
I had to bring up the fireworks.
That just look. And he's my friend.
That's
What did
your
I
friend.
do?
You know what
Why
you did.
You know what you did.
What did I do?
You know what you did. That was just wrong.
You guys are lashing out today, man. I don't know what to tell you.
We lashing
You're
out.
lashing out today, man. I feel like I'm coming very
Dude.
mature today, and you guys
Dude.
are all over the
Oh,
place.
you
You're
were real
bouncing
mature on the plane last night. Dude, I'm telling you,
Oh, you guys,
it was-
yeah.
it was so dark. And I just look up.
You felt him looking at you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler sucks.
I didn't say sucks. I said stinks.
Stinks and sucks.
Well,
Same verbiage. Same. You're on the
I
same.
feel like stinks is like
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah. No, it's a little bit more love. Sucks is like, I'm done with you, dude. You suck. Stink is like, I'm upset that
Dude.
you hurt me.
Right now, you couldn't trade him for that blueberry muffin I just ate.
You don't think Utah wants them intangibles?
No. Wouldn't it be something if Boston wanted him?
If he's next Hauser.
Nah. Hauser's tough.
Oh
He's
man.
a little light in the pocket.
Every one of those these 3-point numbers yesterday. I mean, Jesus.
I think
They
the
broke
Lakers.
a 3-point record.
3 for 29.
But man, you know what? Here's what pisses me off about this, Marcos.
Yeah.
Because after the second game that they won, I tried to ask Tobin, okay, what's more of an anomaly? The Heat breaking their record or Boston breaking their record? Because Boston shoots a boatload of threes anyway,
Yeah.
right? But the Heat, who have been known to, miss a lot, all of a sudden making 23 3-pointers, right? You can't depend on that.
Even you would admit, though, like, because I think they made 21 the rest of the series. So over 3 games. 3 of 29.
3 of 29. Well, at least they got
3
smart.
of 29.
Then you think they got in the huddle and say, hey, guys, let's stop shooting these threes. We suck at it.
No, I think they're like, this has to end. They pulled the Peter Bendix.
No, they didn't because
won't
they
last
shot
forever.
21 of them in the first half.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the lead didn't get smaller.
You know what? Then Deion Waiters would have hated that game.
Oh, DA.
Got to keep shooting.
Deion would have pulled the DeLon Wright. You know what that is? 6 threes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And then you still lose by 20.
Give us a fighter's chance.
Oh, man.
Y'all got me upset now.
Somebody says Tyler Herro can beat up Pritchard. That was the only time he was accurate, was when he was throwing the ball at Pritchard.
And then, look, can I just say this? I'm going to say this to you guys. If you're not known as a tough guy, don't do tough guy things.
Yep.
Right? It doesn't look good.
Comes off as sniveling.
Right. So
Snivel.
Tyler, who was in the pineapple position for most of those last 2 games.
Yeah.
You can't then all of a sudden get mad at somebody. But not only that, get mad at the guy that wasn't responsible for locking you up.
Yeah, I understand. Just frustration at that point.
Shrapnel.
Yeah. He should have got mad at Derek White because, oh my God, I never want to see that again.
And guess what he is?
I'm
Does Derek White start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm fully expecting him, though, to be like building a brick house next series, just like Nick Batum.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
We'll never see this kind of performance.
See, here's the thing with the Heat season that's been funny, though. Like, they lose to a lot of good teams, but the people that have slayed them have been Derek White, TJ McConnell, and Nick Batum.
Look at that.
Like, these are the culprits. These are the people standing on the grave that is the 2024 Miami Heat season. The Undertaker there is TJ McConnell scoring 28 points in a must-win game on the road.
Wait, and the crazy thing is they do it in like 12 minutes. right? Like, it's not like the guy was just shooting it up the whole game.
You go, it's like, oh, man, you guys lost to the Pacers. Who killed you, Halliburton? Nah.
Nope.
Intangibles over there. Oh, you guys, Maxey must have gone off against you guys. Nah,
Nope.
the old French guy.
Batum.
Like, what? It's like, hey, not only are you guys going to lose this season, and this is going to be the most inconsistent season
ever,
but the people who are going to stick the dagger in you are going to be like the 4th person you think about. It's not going to be Porzingis. It's not going to be Jason. And by the way, look, I know Derek White. He was good last year, but not 38 points.
30,
Are you
come on.
kidding me?
Get out of here. 5 of 10 yesterday from 3.
Wait, 38 points, and he looked like he was just warming
Didn't
up.
realize he was Ray Allen.
Hated that dude. Batum putting up 6 threes before the game was done. Like, see, this is why I mentioned this earlier that I would almost not had a basketball season. That, like,
No,
let's
you
say,
need here.
like, well, I didn't
I'ma
want to
say this.
experience this.
The two guys you needed that for was for Jaime and Jovic.
Yeah, it was great. It was good. Appreciate it. Hope they enjoyed it.
It's just unbelievable that, like, we didn't even have to deal with the stars. We got beat by others.
Yep.
Yeah. Feel like I'm just waiting.
The stars
all
were just there to
season.
annoy me. Tatum was just there to annoy me.
Yeah. Really? Yeah.
With his flopping.
Embiid was
And
just
then,
there
you
to-
know,
By the way,
how
how about
me
our boy
off?
Danny Green falling for it yesterday too? He goes, "You
Ooh.
must just budge."
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, you're falling for his adorable little act too. Everybody is. They're duped by him. Everybody just thinks he's the nicest guy.
Okay, potty mouth.
Jaylen Brown's up here. He's like, "Fwapa." What are you, Yair Rodriguez? Fwapa, up elbow.
Code Green.
Ridiculous, dude. Anyway, the lashing out continues. Take a break. Back after this. podcast. Like, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you.
Jennifer, I was going to send you pictures, but you got the crap phone.
What do you mean she has the crap phone?
Me.
You have iPhone?
She
I
does.
have an iPhone.
No, you were right when you said what you said.
I will.
Leroy.
Okay, I
No,
will.
Marcos is the one who
I
ruins
will.
our
No,
chat with
no,
his
no.
stupid flip phone.
We're
It's Marcos.
Next break, I'll take
Every
you
time I go and I look at your phone, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, hey, look at the thing trying to be an iPhone. It bends.
Okay. You know.
You can't even, like, Marcos ruins all of our chats.
Really not my fault, guys.
Marcos
No,
does
it
that.
really, I mean, like, it's on. Like, you went to go get a new phone, and
Yeah.
everybody, knows that your phone sucks. And then you're like,
Nope.
you know what I should do? Get a phone that sucks, but it has some pizzazz.
Oh, okay. What's good about your phone? The emojis? It's cute.
know, it's
when
only
you
the most-
guys- it's
Yeah,
cute
I don't
when you
know.
guys-
I don't know. It's only the most. It's almost the most successful phone since Alexander Graham Bell. Dum dum.
In America, not in the world.
In the
How?
world. Are you kidding me? It's worse in the world.
How?
Isn't yours easier to break anyway?
Huh?
Oh, so you don't care about the world, Tobin?
I
Is
don't
that
know. Who
what
I gotta
you're saying?
call? Who do I gotta
Oh.
call?
You got a phone that breaks.
Giannis. No, you had a bad experience, Leroy, but you didn't have bad experiences.
Two bad
wherever you go.
experiences. We had two of those phones.
There seems to be a cloud that may or may not be over your home, and I apologize. But so far, so good, man. I've been doing some good stuff. Matter of fact, if you guys want to see, I just edited a video. It's on my Instagram. You can follow me at ArtGodSavvy. Your boy has it out. You just wanted to check that out, huh? Made
Always
that on
doing
my
it for the
phone.
Oh,
plugs, dude.
my
Always doing
goodness.
it
Give
for the
yourself a
plugs.
little -1.
What? For
Man.
what?
-1
Crashing out,
Show
dude.
poniness.
for
Yeah,
show
pretty much.
poniness.
Unacceptable. But yeah, anyway,
Got to tell you, it's getting
Action is picking up in
Action
here.
is-
Action is picking
We
up.
haven't been able to see the
this
room.
is-
Like, can you give us a tour? What's going
You saw
on?
the
I
chandelier and
will soon as we go on break.
oh, he's gonna give you a personal tour.
She
Okay.
just-
Yeah,
we did show it. I think we showed it the
we
first
showed
segment.
it. Yeah.
She was sleeping. It's fine.
No,
Yeah,
it
where were you?
wasn't.
Yeah.
were you?
Oh man.
Did you think you were on West Coast time? What happened? Why are you muting yourself?
Oh, it's a
Can I
technical
just say-
difficulty. It's a technical difficulty.
Can I just say, here's what happened to me that threw me off. My computer didn't switch.
Oh, do you have a Mac?
Stop.
What a shocker.
Tobin has a
What
Mac,
shocker.
too.
Doesn't even know how to
Tobin
tell.
has a Mac, okay?
In fairness, look, Leroy, I love my guy, right? But in fairness to him, he goes, "How do I get out of this full screen?" I hit the escape button.
Okay.
Well, because it was from the being on the plane.
I'm trapped.
You know. What are we doing? I asked you that in confidence.
What?
Personal.
You want to read some tweets?
Yeah.
All right. So this is where is this? This is NBA. This is Heat versus Haters. Great Twitter account, right?
like that.
So they put up on there, Jimmy Butler expected to seek a maximum 2-year contract extension worth about $113 million from the Heat this offseason. Butler and his camp expected to push for the extension for the upcoming season. Not offering an extension could lead to a disgruntled Butler, according to Anthony Chang.
Look at that.
Don't
right.
disgruntled players play better?
No.
Do they?
Not when they're old.
I mean, here.
You want to hear some of the responses?
I'm not questioning Jimmy
do.
Butler at all. But let me question this. From a organization who's going to pay him an extra $100 million, right? Can you know why they would have pause or be hesitant when you barely play basketball? And the only thing that we have to hang our hats on is Jimmy time and playoff Jimmy.
Jim VP.
Jim VP.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
Well, in fairness, I mean, Jimmy could go to the negotiating table. Like he goes, first of all, accidents happen. Everybody gets hurt, right? Like
I agree. Go.
If I was Jimmy's agent,
I'll be the Heat.
okay,
All right.
and I'd be like,
Hmm.
hey baby,
Oh, okay.
it's Jim VP time. Give me a little sweetener.
Okay.
We're gonna guarantee my option year, give me a little extra $60 million the next year.
And here's what my response was.
Mm.
Okay. In the last 2 years, we've paid a lot of money in hopes that it would be Jim VP time. In hopes that we would be able to make additions to the team and kind of build on what you have done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody around me has kind of failed though.
Yeah. Total
Everybody
bums.
around you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyler.
Bum.
Where
Okay.
was he?
Okay.
Where's he been?
That all valid points, but you're the star.
Spo. Fat cat.
Everybody else's star was playing.
No, everybody saw was playing?
Yeah.
Would you guys do this if it was Giannis?
Oh.
Because he's missed the last 2 playoffs with injuries too. Would you do that,
Can't do
Pat?
Huh?
Can't do that because I'm gonna use
Patrick?
I'm gonna use the line that you use. Giannis has a chip.
Oh, first of all, let's be real about it.
Come
on.
on.
Pat, that's not a true championship.
Giannis
turnaround
has
season.
a chip.
Turnaround season off of the COVID year. Not a real
Doesn't
championship.
matter. Giannis has a chip because you know all the things that you say about your guy, right? Oh, he been to 3 conference championships and 2 finals.
Yes.
Oh, Giannis has a chip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe I'd have one too if you got me Drew Holiday.
Ooh.
But you sat here and you're like, Spo can do it. He's gonna turn the such and such. And don't throw the Kyle Lowry thing in my face, okay? I didn't know that he was gonna come here and be like that. All right.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Well,
you threw it on the table.
he's
You
doing
like the
great.
idea too.
He's doing
you
the
like
same-
the idea too,
He's doing
Pat.
the same thing in Philly.
You do. You like
and they
the idea
seem to
too.
love it.
You like the idea too at the time.
So
at the time, you
can
like
it,
the idea.
Andy.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. And who are you gonna? Let me ask you something. Who are you gonna pay?
Yeah.
What are you gonna give it
Who?
to?
Who?
Kelly Oubre? What are you gonna do
I'ma
with that
give it-
money, Pat?
I'm gonna give it to Bam.
Nah,
Hey,
he's fine.
we know the bird rights. He can pay Bam, pay me. Pay us
Oh,
both.
look at that.
Okay.
Bird.
Little sweetener.
Don't say
And-
that. Don't say that. too
Okay, well, what assurances do we have?
Assurances.
loud. Sure.
No.
Hey,
What about what I've done?
And I would say this: your next comments will be the determining factor.
All right. Here's what I promise.
I didn't say promise.
My assurance
Assurances.
is no emo gimmicks at a media day. Promise.
You want us to pay $60 million for that?
I promise. No more media gimmicks.
$60
And
million.
Pat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you the best latte you've ever had.
Come on.
The best.
Talk to him.
And
Talk to him.
let me have a talk with you. How about you? How about we have a talk, Pat?
Let's talk.
You pay me, right?
All right.
You pay Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get these intangibles out of here.
Oh.
Let's go get LeBron, baby.
Whoa!
Let's make it like old times, huh? Everyone's gonna count him out. It's gonna be a revenge season for him. He has the bow on it.
Here.
Your greatest ever haul,
Here.
your greatest ever whale comes back.
Here.
And
Wow.
Hold on.
Nostalgia.
Hold on.
Tickets sold.
Uh,
Butts in seats.
we talked to LeBron.
Hmm?
We talked to LeBron.
yeah, what did he say?
He ain't coming here if you're here
Why?
What?
because he need to be surrounded by shooters.
What?
Oh, really? Let me ask you this, Pat.
Okay.
So you're gonna pay him $120 million, a guy who stabbed you in the back, and
Ooh.
all these whales who sat down here, and all these whales who foisted you.
LeBron stabbed me in the
And
back.
then what happened?
You're stabbing me in the heart.
I'm stabbing you in the heart.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're stabbing me in the heart because you're gonna go to that rat Fink, and because he doesn't want to play with me.
Wait,
you
suggested
who
to
was
be
here
bringing LeBron in?
Who was here to pick you up? Who was here to bring back your Godfather type reputation when it was being mocked all over the place because you gave Hassan and Dion Waiters 4-year contracts? Listen, I don't want to say things that I'm going to regret. I don't want to say things I'm going to regret because I love you. Okay, you and me, we're a lot alike. All right, and I know you did my guy D-Wade dirty, but you know what I would never do, Pat? I would never, ever, ever go on a yacht with LeBron and keep secrets from you. Okay?
Wow.
If Bam had secrets from you, I'd rat on Bam. He doesn't have secrets from you, but we both have a secret to tell. We're Tyler Herro. Okay. So what we do is we do a little haircut.
Well, I mean, the way he was pumping up Yovi all year, he's been tired for a minute.
Who?
Jimmy.
He does love Jovic.
I know. Because he's like
I love Jovic.
so So let me see if I, and then I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna do this a number of ways. So, can I have a starting five with Jimmy, Bam, Yovi, Jaime,
Spider.
and Spider?
Jaime probably won't be here if we get Spider.
What?
That's the problem. The problem is how do you go from being Tyler Herro, right? 6th man of the year, and now a rookie is more desired than you are.
I'm just laughing at Stunt Steve's comments.
He's always got comments. Huh?
The role play.
Point for Twitcher.
You said I should be Jimmy Butler.
No, I think we did it well. I think we nailed it. I don't know if it came to a conclusion.
Okay, so here's the deal.
There was no conclusion there.
And they're saying, and I see in the chat, Herro needs to improve. Let me ask you this.
Yep.
And I'm a big guy. I'm a big fan of this. I know that basketball players don't reach their prime until 26, 27. Right? That's what everybody says.
Mm-hmm.
How much better is Tyler going to get? Because it's not a matter of how much better, how much stronger is he going to get to be able to bang bodies and to be able to not get in a pineapple situation when he faces a tough defending team.
Man, and also just not be hurt. Like that's
another thing.
He's the young guy, and he's got bigger concerns than the 35-year-old.
Right. Although Jimmy's
been banged up, but it wasn't. Tyler missed half the year.
Jimmy is boo-boo central.
Jimmy does get boo-boos. Missed 20 games. Tyler, what did he miss? 40?
Tyler's missed 40 the last 2 years.
Oof.
Right.
Made it to the championship without Tyler.
Here. The problem is that I don't know who you have on this team that you can get somebody.
You would need to really have.
It would have to be Yovi and Jaime. I don't want to give.
You're going to have Cleveland up against it for Mitchell or some type of move like that, where like somebody doesn't have.
But again,
because
Mitchell's not a point guard.
Fine, but he's an all-star. You need talent.
I understand that, but again, how about this for a starting five?
I think you're taking this Pat Riley thing very seriously.
Terry.
Okay.
Spider. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Bam. Jovic.
I like it. I like it. There's a little redundancy with Spider and Terry.
No, it's not.
A little bit.
Terry's a point guard.
Not really.
He can handle the ball.
He can handle the ball, but so can Spider.
Okay, yeah, but you can switch them up. We found out Tyler can handle the ball.
I think I might, in that situation, go Spider with dunks.
And put Spider at the.
Yeah.
I want Spider off the ball, babe.
What?
Spider. I want Spider as my 2, so he can do all
I think it's
kinds
time
of
for Pat Riley's nap.
What?
Seems like he's been sleeping all year.
You can't give me nap time. I'm Pat Riley. This dude just gave me nap time. What the hell are you giving me nap time?
Take a break.
Take a
We're
nap
live.
when I want to.
We're live here. We're in a fighting mood. All right, we are live from Las Vegas.
So what if right now I feel like taking
It
a nap?
is Canelo versus Jaime Munguia.
You don't tell me when to take a nap. I decide. And right now, I want to take a nap.
Thank you to Premier Boxing for having us out here, for flying us out here, putting us up at New York. We're here today and tomorrow at Radio Row, live in Las Vegas. Back after this. Back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We're live from Las Vegas Radio Row. Sleepy time? You up, Pat? Hey, good to see you. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them up at 866-954-MORE.
Can I just tell you what's incredible about Vegas?
What's that?
How can he have an update? There's no windows in there.
I walked over here at 6:15, and the sun was up like it was 12 o'clock.
Yep.
And, I mean, it was bright. I'm like, this is amazing. That being said, here in Vegas, this morning it was a nice 70 degrees coming in. Nary a cloud in the sky. And the weather is perfect. Perfect for whatever you need to get done before noon because it's going to get hot.
Marcos.
We don't need a Las Vegas, but that's what you're getting, damn it.
What do you got for Goosies today, Frog Boy?
All righty. It's only right with you guys being out in Vegas that this is our number one topic for today. Canelo Fight Week. Tobes, tell me, does that give you Goosies or no Goosies?
I get the Goosies, dude. You know, I told you I was like watching the countdown. That gave me the Goosies. Like being in a boxing atmosphere. You guys know how much I love fighting and love boxing and MMA, and this is, you know, been one of the biggest stars in boxing for a long time now, and I think this is I think stylistically it's a really fun fight as long as Munguia doesn't get a little shell shocked by the stage. I think it could be a really action-packed fight. So
does that happen?
I got the Goose. Yeah.
Does that happen with
I think
boxers?
it happened with Charlo the last time.
I would say
also Canelo's really strong. I think when people get in there, they're like, oh Jesus.
I always thought that maybe the moment would like get me, you know, because you go from like high school. I played in front of big crowds when I was in high school. So my high school games averaged like 20,000, right? Which was crazy because I see high schools around here and they talk about Florida sports. American Heritage has one of the biggest programs in the country, and you barely get 2,000 people to their games. And then I went to Michigan where it was 100,000+, and I was terrified, right? But once you get hit in the mouth, it changes everything, right? You're like, oh, okay, I better get my stuff together. So from that standpoint, I always wonder, like, when you're boxing and you can get knocked out, doesn't that?
Yeah, you would think.
Right, you would think.
But also sometimes it's like the more punches you throw, the more you put yourself out there to get knocked out.
Right. So some people go in there with the over-aggressive cockiness. Those are the guys that get knocked out.
So you got the Goosies or what, dude?
I do, of course.
Goosies.
Of course. Because I like, first of all, like, it don't take much to get me, right? Like, I'm not crazy like you. But see Canelo doing a interview in English. Right?
Yeah.
That was cool because you never really hear him do it.
And it's been grooming. It's been good to see. It's been fun. JFig, you get the Goosies?
So during the break, Leroy showed me the whole ballroom, and I thought that was really cool. And I have the Goosies for you guys. And the fight, sure.
Goosies for others.
Mainly for you guys.
Unsocial. Yeah, that JFig. Selfless goose. You can play for the Heat. Selfless.
Marcos?
And scoreless.
Wow.
I do have the Goosies, but for a slightly different reason. Canelo usually fights around Cinco de Mayo. My son's birthday is Cinco de Mayo. So every year I can potentially watch a Canelo fight and celebrate a birthday. That's pretty fun. So that gets Goosies galore from me.
Goosies galore.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you got else on here, Canelo Toad Alvarez?
Son of a... Objectively, that's a point. Matthew Tkachuk, leader for your Florida Panthers, says he plans to do the waddle if he scores a goal As we know, Jalen Waddle was recently at the Panthers game, so a little bit of influence there. Does that give you Goosies?
Yes, I need to see that.
I need to see that. That's Goosies galore. I have to see that.
Wait, we can just put a sign that said Waddle on ice. Like
that would be amazing.
You got Disney on ice. Now you got Waddle on ice.
That'd be amazing. I love the I love when the star crossover. I love when Jimmy was wearing the Kachuk jersey last year.
Yes.
During the finals run and all that stuff. That was really cool. So
you know,
I love
my crossovers. I had 4 seats to the Cavs, right? But I wore my Albert Bell jersey.
That's cool.
Because I knew Albert Bell from college. So I mostly baseball though.
What about you, JFig? You got the Goosies from Matthew Kachuk bromancing with Jalen Waddle.
I feel like that's an overall Goosey for all of us. Like, who doesn't love that?
Goosies.
I miss the football voice.
Yeah, coming back.
I miss him. Frog Boy?
Yeah, definitely.
Goosies.
Oh, I like that one because it was like, ooh, Goosies. Ooh. What else you got for Goosies? No Goosies, dude.
All right, we just got a weather report from Leroy. It's hot. I was just in Detroit. It was very cold. South Florida, very rainy. You guys know what season we are currently in?
Rain season.
Okay.
Hurricane season.
Hurricane season.
Hurricane. JFig, what about you?
I don't like it.
Frog season.
Whaling season, everyone.
Yes.
Whaling season has begun. Whoa, graphic.
It is that time, isn't it, huh? Look at that. It is that time, isn't
Don't
it? Jimmy.
Jimmy
goes like that.
Don't jump the gun.
Dude's hair.
I think they are.
His hair.
I legitimately got the goose.
That's weird. That's like a -1 for me. Look, no. You can't be making that noise before.
Here's the problem with Tobin. The problem, this is our fault. Because we have to be very clear and very descriptive of what his penalty is going to be.
I have no
when
more
it's going
penalties.
to be.
It's no more penalties.
Yes, you do.
Remember,
the shackles are off.
Nope.
You don't make the rules. I made the self-sanction. I'm out.
Tobin.
I'm like the school. I served my punishment. Trust me, JFig. Look, when I said I'm a changed man, that was before getting gentlemen swept in the first round. I am a changed man. Back to harpooning. So get ready for the busiest summer and the most whaling you've ever seen from old toes because we got some additions to make.
You keep making these whale noises and it's not even exit interview time.
Oh, anyway, but let me just say, Marcos, whaling season?
Yep.
That's Gennady Golovkin, dude. That's Goosies on top of Goosies on top of Goosies. That's triple
The fact
G.
that you actually got Goosies. That's a problem.
I don't have the Goosies.
Oh, wow.
No,
wait till the LeBron fodder starts.
No Goosies.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's gonna be so
that
excited.
would give you Goosies.
I mean, like, what? I don't understand. Why don't you like LeBron?
I do. I have no problem with LeBron.
Okay,
he knows what he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, here. I don't have the Goosies for whaling season. I have the Goosies for stories and circumstances and situations that'll make your team better. And just randomly saying whaling season ain't getting nothing done for me. I need to hear players. I need to hear what's gonna happen. Then I'll get the Goosies.
I'm not gonna lie. I love a good rumor. Like I enjoyed
rumors already.
No. Last summer. I'm talking last summer. I had as many Goosies for Damian Lillard's Shams tweet as I did for winning Game 2 against the Celtics this year.
That is a fact.
Well, to be fair, they both ended in 5.
Fair point. It's a point, Buxton. I don't know what it is.
Point for
that excitement after Game 2 was the same excitement he had about Damian Lillard and Dame time, and it all ended the same way.
I want Joe Cronin in handcuffs.
Heat 5, the other way.
JFig, you got the Goosies from whale season?
No, you took away all the Goosies there is to that.
Disagree. There's plenty to go around.
Goosies.
No.
Marcos?
Yeah, I got the Goosies, dude. I'm ready to shake it on up. We need some changes down.
Goosies.
Well, of course you need changes. Like, and here's the thing. Pat Riley has never been the one to stay pat, right? And he kind of did it last year and tried to make some additions during the year. The problem is that you weren't adding to a team that you had because everybody was banged up or guys were missing time or whatever.
Yep.
So I don't know how do you approach it in the offseason.
Well,
when
he
you
already
think, okay, what if everybody's healthy? How good is your team?
He
Or do
can't
you
do that.
still need right? That's what I'm saying.
because he was already talking going into this year about the abyss.
Right.
That we were at the abyss.
Yeah.
And once you're at the abyss, there's no going back.
What?
Yep.
That's what they say.
No.
Yep.
Until you go into the abyss, you can go back.
Oh, we're into the abyss, dude.
Into is different than at.
We're into the abyss.
Into is different than at.
I need
and then at.
I need.
If you're at, you're just looking down. Like in 300 before that guy got pushed in that hole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's where you are. Now, if you're in the abyss, you're falling down that hole. So let me know. Are we falling down the hole and need to make some changes because maybe we said something we shouldn't have? Or are we just at the abyss looking down and we're making better decisions?
What else we got for Goosies? No Goosies.
Final topic for Goosies, no Goosies. See what I'm wearing here?
Yeah.
Got my Jazz Chisholm on. Dan Day and Vlad currently boots on the ground.
Really?
Yeah, indeed. I thought.
Oh, afternoon game today?
Yes, indeed. It is.
What time is it over there? So it's almost 1?
It's almost 1.
It's 12:55 over here. And
Are the Marlins playing right now?
They are top of the third. Currently, the Colorado Rockies have
Hold up.
3 runs.
Oh.
Yeah, we only have 2.
Well, I guess we can't get greedy going for the sweep then.
Well,
no Goosies.
That was the question here.
They haven't
Marlins
won
up
the
for
series
sweep?
all year, right?
The Marlins?
Yeah.
No Goosies.
Don't think so. I think they just split. They split with the Cubs.
All right.
What
so
about
they've already
you?
won the series
Leroy,
So they've won
sweep?
2. Wait, they already won this series. What do you mean they already won?
because it was a 3-game series. They've won 2. They're going.
Oh,
for the,
okay. So now they're going for the sweep.
They're going for the sweep.
So they're going to win their first series, and it's going to be a sweep.
It's three. Yeah, well, Colorado's really bad too.
I mean,
It's
hey,
couple
you can't talk about other teams.
This is this. What do you mean I can't talk about other?
I
teams?
mean, other teams being bad, you're the worst.
I can count their number of wins, and I can do
Okay.
math.
Okay.
Colorado Rockies.
When the Marlins pass you and wins, you're a bad team.
Rockies are 7-23. The Marlins are 8-24.
Yeah, so the Rockies are. If you fall behind the Marlins, what does that make you, Leroy?
2 games in hand, though.
That's true. Fair.
They're playing the Oakland A's.
Rockies.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
wait.
play the Oakland A's tomorrow, 9:40.
I don't have that one.
Oof. Edward Cabrera right now on the mound, top of the third. Fish up 3-2.
Let's
But no
go.
Goosies. You got Goosies?
No
You
Goosies.
kidding me?
JFig?
No. Good for them though. They won yesterday.
Marcos?
I don't know if the Marlins could do anything for the next 2 months and give me Goosies, but
Wow.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Are you
and
sure that's
say-
not a replay?
I'm
No.
on Google. I'm not even looking at it. I don't even.
Oh, because
I
it
can't
says
even
next
watch it on
game
TV
is
anymore.
Oakland Athletics.
That's their next series, yes, Leroy?
That is their next game, correct?
Man,
Tomorrow.
I have the game literally on right in front of you.
-1.
You're on top of the third.
But no, I was on DirecTV.
All right, I found out a new drop from Mike Diamante for technology.
We'll take a quick break. We're live here from Radio Row in Las Vegas for Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. Thank you to Premier Boxing for having us out here,
Yep.
Premier Boxing Champions. Appreciate them flying us out here, putting us up at New York Hotel and Casino. We're having some fun. Final hour of the show coming up after this.
got a sweet.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here. We're in Las Vegas, live from Radio Row.
Yes,
People be
sir.
Radio Rowing.
Yep.
Action's picking up over here, everybody.
In and out, people in and out. We're still the last of the early bird crew.
Yep, as it usually is.
Yeah,
as it usually is around here.
Because they do like 2-minute shows.
I know.
Unless maybe they started early.
I don't
they were here. They started early.
I don't know. FM DJs, man, they're in and out. You know?
Oh.
Bing, bang. Bing and bang. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trust.
Obviously, we've been talking a lot. Most of the show today has been dedicated to the Miami Heat season ending, but I do want to mention, as we were in break, Josh Bell hits himself a tater tot, and the Miami Marlins have tied things up at 3 games apiece. So we could be 3 days in a row here with a Whopper Jr.
You put that together, and you essentially get a Whopper and a half.
Yep.
Do you have Goosies now?
Guys dare me to go to Vegas and try to get the Whopper Jr.?
You're like, no, you don't understand.
Yes, do it.
You guys have a deal with us.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, what?
Tell you what, though, if the Marlins pick up another couple victories while you guys are in Vegas, you can't come back.
We're the fish boat. I mean, they started winning when we were there.
Well,
oh man. So we got that. The crazy news, by the way, was yesterday. Not only did we have a brouhaha nearly bust out here at the press conference, Leroy, with Oscar De La Hoya
and Canelo.
But then in the midst of the hours while we were I always like when it's a little bit. I remember when we were a couple Vegas trips back, and we were, I don't know if we were on different parts of the day. We might have even been on different stages, but me went out, and so did Hawk and Crowder.
Yeah.
And
that was like one of our first trips.
Yeah. And like Hawk comes over to me and he goes, he got the Wi-Fi. And I'm like, I'm not paying for that Wi-Fi, you know? I'm like, so he goes, hey. John Jones tested positive for steroids. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, yeah, UFC 200's off. I think it was UFC 200. You know, John Jones, who knows which one it was. Yeah. And then he comes back to me. He goes, hey. And I think at the time the Heat were kind of like in some Kyrie rumors. And he goes, hey, Kyrie Irving traded to Boston. Like on the same flight. I was like, what? I got to get this Wi-Fi on a plane, dude.
Wi-Fi.
Everything's happening. So yesterday, we were trying to get onto the plane, and first of all, we nearly got detoured, Marcos, into oblivion.
Goodness.
What exactly?
Dude, so first of all, we weren't paying. I wasn't paying attention to my ticket. Our ticket said priority. We didn't know that.
Nice.
The lady told, and let's go back. We get to the line. The lady goes, your bags are over. One was 2 pounds and one was 4 pounds.
Wow.
She goes, take some jeans out. Like, and put them where?
Around your neck.
Right. So then the other lady comes over and she says, well, I need the authority. I can't just do it. I'm like, for 4 pounds and 2 pounds? Like, what are we doing?
I'm pretty sure I was underweight too. Like he could take my pounds.
Weren't you taking a duffel bag or something?
Well, no. Yeah. So no, the worst part was, so when I went on to our thing, I got 2 bags, right? So jackass went up. And because our thing was together.
I did find it strange she didn't charge me.
Right? So we would go up there together, right? Our itinerary was together. So when we go up there, I'll pay for 2 bags. We go up there, and they didn't charge him anything. The lady goes, you owe me $45. I'm like, why? I paid for 2 bags. No, you didn't.
My bad.
She goes, yeah, but he took one of the things. So now that starts. Then after I pay, you're 2 pounds.
But I think they could tell, like, Leroy is a customer service harasser. Like he'll get after you. And I think she could tell. It was kind of like, Tyler Herro looking at Drew Holiday and he didn't want any because she's like, you know what, sir? We're gonna let the bags go.
Yeah, like 4 pounds.
But I feel like her make good was to punish us and send us to the checkpoint from hell.
Yeah, so we went to checkpoint 3. Now, I just want you to imagine the gate where you just start going through the thing is right here. The line is almost in another county. So we walk over there, and then we get to the end of the line. I'm like, we're not going to make it.
No, we were going to make it.
And Toby goes, hey, don't we have priority? I don't know. So we went to the priority line.
I told the guys that, hey, where do I go for this? He goes, oh, go to 2. So we had to walk all the way back. But thank God we did, because this was this. I mean, you ever see those viral lines at Miami Airport of like people cannot?
Yes.
That's what this was. It was pure hell.
So,
and we still barely made it. We got on the plane with like
because
15 minutes to spare. You don't have to say that.
He still didn't have.
No. You know what?
Okay.
Don't say that.
No, wait. How about
He didn't
this?
have what?
I had my wallet in my pocket, right? So I put all my stuff in, my keys, whatever, put it in a little thing. I walk through, the guy goes, what's that? I'm like, my wallet. Let me see it. You got to put this on a thing. I'm like, I'm not putting my money through there. He goes, take it out and hold it. So I'm holding my money. I have to put my wallet through the thing by itself, just in the thing, just my wallet.
Yeah.
Right? It didn't beep or anything.
Why wouldn't you put your what do you think
Right,
is
I
gonna
don't
happen?
know. So I put my wallet through, and then I'm holding my money like this, right?
Yeah.
He goes, let me see that. He checks the money.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little fishy.
I'm like, what are we doing?
It is a little.
What?
Even after going through all that,
What are you hiding in the money?
old Dum Dum is still on his knees trying to put his shoes on.
Oh.
Well, you shamed me. You shamed me. And you're like, oh, no sandals for you. So I got I tied my shoes, and I wore a belt. And you're like, belt, idiot.
Right. You wear sweatpants, so you don't have to think.
I don't want to wear sweatpants.
He's basically getting dressed. I'm like, dude, let's go. Like, we talked about
come to think of it, when did
but I
Tobin
got-
ever wear a belt?
I got talked out of shame. You said no showing your feet. And I'm like, all right.
No, you can't. Okay, did you
You
see
should have had looser
barefoot
shoelaces.
in front of, and basically on
It would have been like a little sprint.
on international ground?
Would have been fine.
There's diseases coming from all
Well,
over the world.
But I didn't do it.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
Anyway, it took forever. We get there, we get on the plane. It's like they're like ready to close the door, and we got there early.
One of those.
Oh, but we would have got there in plenty of time if Tobin hadn't had to redress.
Ridiculous. That's not true. I dressed quite efficiently like a pit crew.
No, you didn't. No,
Oh,
you
get
didn't.
out of here.
Really? It took you 5
You
minutes.
had to go through security twice. How are you going to say I took long?
It took you 5 minutes to take a knee to get to your shoe.
You're
His
never
shoe was
mentioned
so
that.
far away.
They say
He's like,
nothing in your pockets, and you think wallet is an exception.
it's a wallet.
You're not allowed to have anything in your pockets. It's clear on the descriptions.
Yeah, Leroy, you seem like a TSA
You
clear
got-
guy if you're not gonna
No, I'm not.
follow the rules.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But
Next
then
time, do
get there,
TSA
hey,
pre-ticket, please.
Next
You
time.
can avoid
no,
so
so
much.
then we got a guy comes over and says, "Love your show." I'm like, "What's wrong with you guy?"
Although that guy, I'd love to him if he's listening to us. He's like, "You flying up for the game?" I'm like, "It's 5."
So
Like,
no,
you guys have a rocket ship? I don't think I'm gonna make it, dude.
By the way,
Spirit
You
of
know,
it.
I would imagine at an airport though, you lose track of time.
those extra 6 pounds, I'm telling you, we used all of the runway to get off the ground.
Al Macco says, Tobin, you're supposed to go through TSA like going through a strip club. Gray sweatpants and Crocs. Whoa. I've never worn either of those for a plane nor a strip club.
Hey, by the way, we used all of the runway to get off the ground.
I didn't even notice. I was actually was one of those rare takeoffs because I was watching the TV already. I was like, oh, we're in the air. I was in my zone.
No,
How do you not notice?
It was
Hey,
something.
I checked. Look, that's my most nervous time, going up, coming down. Right?
Yeah, the down, they Gronk spiked us.
Oh,
The down Gronk.
I was
like,
whoa. I was sitting on
I was like a little nervous there, dude. Hold on.
I'm holding on the iPad. You know you got to chew the hell out that gum. I'm chewing the gum. I'm like, we hit the crowd. I'm like, well, my ears aren't cracking anymore because my head hurt. Like we hit the like.
Oh,
I want to
man.
see you in a plane.
And
That,
then, by the way,
that sounds
can I
like it's
just
too
say
much.
this? Can I give a little PSA? People, when you're getting off the plane, just let the rows in front of you go. Stop trying to go in
Oh
front of
my God.
It backs everything up.
That's true.
Right.
Hey, what do you think you're gonna get your bag faster than me?
Right.
You're
'Cause
not.
we're all gonna go to the same belt and wait for our bags.
You want to know something that was funny though? So like, I'm sitting there, I'm watching. I was doing a little research because we're here covering Canelo fight. I'm like, yeah, let me watch Canelo's last fight. And so I watched him versus Jermell Charlo because I was like, hey, I remember him whooping his ass, but like, let me just go back and watch it. And I got an old busybody behind me, right? Because so he just keeps doing this, and he goes, it's like 3 rounds in. I'm watching Marcos JFig, and he goes, I get a little tap on the shoulder. Hey, when was that fight? It was last September. Okay, he had all right. Tap around. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Has he fought since?
Okay.
What is going on?
Look at his Wikipedia. What are you?
Is he pulling a
So
Leroy
like,
on you?
I'm like, no.
Wait a minute. I don't do that.
No,
do it.
he was like, so I was like, no, he fights twice a year. He fights in September and he fights in Cinco de Mayo. That's what we're going out for. Okay. Watching the fight. It's like round 4.
Okay, now, dude.
What is going on?
Around.
Okay.
What's his problem? How much are the tickets?
Oh,
I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm going to cover the fight. I didn't pay for tickets. It's media. He goes, oh, media. All right, dude. All right, fine. So anyway, he finally stops bothering me after 3 questions, right? Clearly, he was watching my. Now he was a row back and over on me, so he's on
Whoa.
aisle.
Watching in between the cracks.
So he was behind me on over. So he was in the other aisle seat, diagonal to me. I was on the aisle seat, and like the fight ends. I know that it's a dominant decision by Canelo. I watched the fight. I knew what happened. And he goes, and so the fight ends because final bell. Because I'm getting ready to watch the Heat game. It's 7:30. Bing, I'm ready to flip over. Tap, 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 tap. Hey, I'm like, what? Who won? What?
What are you even talking about?
Canelo won, dude. What do you mean who won?
Stop talking to me. Sir.
I got the reenactment walking to get our luggage at the airport. So he's like, hey, some guy got me, and he just starts tapping me on my shoulder.
What airline
how
did you guys go in? What's going?
Yeah.
Stop.
What airline was this?
What airline was this?
American.
And I gotta tell you,
American?
it wasn't one of their newer planes.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because like we were sitting. I
Yeah.
mean,
No, trust
the
me.
lady sitting next to me, she's like, I'm gonna just put the thing up because it's a little small over here. Like you go
No,
ahead.
American will do that to
I
you.
said I'm up on this. I'm on the window, so you go ahead.
What's crazy with American is the best plane I've ever flown on was American. And then one time on American, I walked on the tarmac and I was like, I don't think I should be doing it.
Well, we appreciate Premier Boxing Champions for having us out here,
Oh,
for
yeah.
flying us out here for Canelo, Jaime Munguia, and putting us up at the New York Hotel and Casino. We are having a lot of fun here. Day 1 of Radio Row as Canelo Alvarez
Starting
takes
to fill up.
Jaime Munguia Saturday, May 4th, live on Amazon Prime. Pay-per-view, a PBC pay-per-view. We will take a break. Mix it up coming up next. Back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Live from Radio Row in Las Vegas. We are covering the Canelo versus Jaime Munguia fight live on pay-per-view Saturday, May 4th. You can get that on Amazon Prime. Appreciate Premier Box Champions for having us out here, flying us out here, and putting us up at New York Hotel and Casino. Hey, Marcos.
Yes, sir.
Just because we're on another coast,
all right,
doesn't mean we're not going to mix it on up, dude. Leroy, the mixed bag is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future. What do we have today, Frog Boy?
Other than us being in witness protection.
Yeah, we definitely need to get you
I'm
guys
definitely going to ask for a poster tomorrow.
I mean,
Something,
dude,
bro.
we
Give
are
me
the
something.
only. I showed you, JFig, right? I showed you the room.
Lot of art.
walls
Very nice room.
everywhere.
Lot of art all over the place.
Yep.
All righty, let us start where it hurts the most. Miami Heat. But this is something I think Heat fans everywhere could appreciate. Not sure what everyone else's plans are for the rest of the playoffs, but I know that I won't be watching the Boston Celtics, and apparently neither will Spo.
They played very good basketball, and they probably had something, to motivate them even more against us. But they played at a high level, and I will not watch 1 minute of their games, but they'll probably do this,
Yeah.
from here on out.
I love it. Very honest.
Hey, it's true. I know that feeling. Like, yeah, I find myself not watching Super Bowls and
Be like, no, thank you.
yeah,
Do I want to watch? Nah.
that's funny.
We'll pass on that.
That he was very open about it.
Well, he's going
straightforward.
to have some time to decompress because he is going to Paris for the Olympics with the Team USA, as is Bam.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
I was like, what's he doing?
I was so confused for a second.
Ooh,
yeah, look at that.
You got any interest in going to an Olympics?
Huh?
Have you been to an Olympics?
Atlanta.
You went to Atlanta?
Oh, nice.
Did you have fun?
It was chaos, but like the whole the cool thing about it is like, you see, like, you turn on ESPN and you might see the SEC championships or the world championships or stuff like that, but you watching the best of the best in the whole world, right? So I think I went and watched some sprinting events. It wasn't even the finish; it was the the qualifying, and it's amazing how the person coming 10th place could just dust you.
Crazy. What else we got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
I know everybody in South Florida was occupied yesterday with the Miami Heat game, and you two were up to your shenanigans in the airports. But one of the bigger news stories to drop yesterday is a boxer, Ryan Garcia, tested positive for banned substance Ostarine. Both parties have released statements, and people have reacted throughout the boxing community. But one of the immediate responses to this from Ryan Garcia was posted directly to his Instagram account. This is what he had to say regarding the allegations.
Buddy, I came on here to address this bull claim that I cheated.
Lies.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say? Why didn't they come out with this before, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with the victory and then they post this, Again, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I never taken steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids at the end of the day. I barely, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. At the end of the day, big lies. I beat his ass.
Hype man.
Yeah, do got the commentary.
Lies, Ryan.
Is that like a hype couple? What are you doing?
Lies, Ryan. Lies.
He didn't say number one word. Lies. Wait, what is that stuff called?
He's Ostarine, I think it was.
According to Ryan Garcia, it's the ashwagandha. But yeah, Ostarine
tested positive for Ostarine.
Because I've never heard of it.
Uh,
Oh, look. There it is.
muscle
right there.
growth. Yeah, build muscle, enhance the rate of fat loss, increase stamina. And they said to his claim, why did they mention it? Like, well, it's from the test of the night before. So, like, they're not going to get those results.
Why would they test the night before, though? Isn't that a flawed system in general?
I guess it's just to make sure everybody was on the up and up, right?
Yeah,
but I guess to your point, like the only thing, the damage is done. And it's not like, they can't get his money back. I don't know really what they do other than I guess Devin Haney can sit here and say, but look, Devin Haney can say that anyway. The guy already missed weight pretty egregiously and didn't take that seriously. So when he's saying like, everybody knows I don't cheat, it's like, well, you already kind of did. Yeah. You already kind of did in the fight. Like you didn't fight at the contracted weight. Fine. You paid your $1.5 million for that. I don't know how believable it goes. You know what's funny about it though? Is Gervonta Davis he's very vocal on this on social media, and he thinks that this is all a PR ploy by Devin Haney's camp and Matchroom Boxing because made their guy look bad because he got his ass whooped and everybody thought that this guy was going to be the next Floyd Mayweather, Devin Haney.
Right.
But I remember I was at a workout at Gervonta Davis's not 2 years ago. And he was accusing Ryan Garcia using steroids back then.
Right.
So I don't know, man. Like, I think you do a couple. I think you do a couple of things in these situations. I always tell people like, let us wait until the full results come out because I want to know how much was in his system. Because some of this testing has gotten so good you can get down to like but then they could also be a supplement that was dirty or tainted. I've seen guys who've gotten. Canelo Alvarez tested positive and they blamed dirty meat, for I think it was clomiphene or something like that. They said it was in the horse meat or the burger meat in Mexico or something like that.
Oh,
my thing is that this is always tricky for me, and I'm not saying that they did or didn't do it. In a sport that you have to cut so much weight, how does taking a drug like this that helps you build muscle hinder that weight cut? Because man, look,
well, he did.
Let's say wait, but that's what I'm getting at. So now I'm putting the two together. He couldn't cut the weight, and he got caught with a steroid that builds muscle.
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
Yeah,
it would be different if he had cut the weight and he didn't look because he doesn't look any more muscular.
He looked bigger than the fight. He definitely looked bigger than he did against Gervonta Davis, but he was made to stay at a certain weight. So he could probably go under the guise of, oh, I was hydrated, but also was he juiced? I don't know.
Right. But it's just.
But I don't really know. It's going to be interesting because like, what are the repercussions for this? I don't really know. Boxing is not like UFC. UFC you used to get like hit with like a year ban, then a 2-year ban, then a life ban.
Right.
So it's definitely a little bit of drama that's going that's surrounding that whole situation. But I don't really know what the remedy of it is right now because the one thing with Ryan Garcia that is going to be interesting though is this man is a social media savant. He's been tweeting nonstop since this has happened, just like he was with the fight where everybody thought that he was crazy.
Right?
Because I think most people would tell you, hey, stay quiet. And I think he's going to be as loud as possible about this. And that doesn't mean anything because, we've seen Ryan Braun throw everybody under the bus. And, obviously he was caught to be juicing. So we'll follow it. We'll see what ends up happening there. But it's a strange situation for sure. A strange situation for sure. We'll take a quick break here on the show. Final segment coming on up after this. Welcome back, everybody.
It's getting packed in here.
It is getting
We're
packed in
getting
here.
some press conferences starting.
Yep.
Nice.
Teddy
That's
Roach
perfect.
is standing in front of us.
Or Freddie.
Freddie. Sorry.
It's his brother.
Freddie Roach is standing in front of us
His,
with his guy.
Yeah, you think that's his muscle?
Oh, no.
Freddie looks like he'd still whoop your ass.
No.
He's got them forearms.
Whoa.
Got them boxer. He's got
What?
them boxer
Here, look.
pipes.
Look.
Mm-hmm.
We had this before with
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. You could line up Chuck Norris and all of his friends at the same age.
Yeah.
And I'll pick one of them up and beat the hell out of him with him. Like, come on, dude.
Don't
Stop.
do that.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
Don't talk trash like that old ass man could beat me.
I didn't say you. I just meant like in general, most people.
In general, yeah, for other 64-year-olds. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's got it going on. That's a legend right there, man.
No, of course.
That's a legend.
Of course.
And that I will say for fighting style and trainer, match made in heaven, him and Munguia. Because
Right.
like Freddie's always known as like aggressive, loves aggressive fighters. Obviously, Manny Pacquiao was the most famous among them, but Munguia is like that. That's like all action. So that seems I can see why that would.
Well,
work
it makes for a very interesting fight. But Canelo's really strong, and sometimes aggression. You walk into something you shouldn't be even fooling with.
Yeah. Marlins, by the way, tied 4-4 here in the what did they just end the fifth?
No, they're looking at 8th, dude.
No,
The 8th.
Yeah.
No way.
No time.
That's
Dude.
true. Your time isn't great.
What inning?
They are in the bottom of the 5th, 4-4.
That's it?
Indeed.
It's what is it? What time is it over there, Marcos? It's 1:46.
Are not doing
what
well.
time
When's the
is it?
game start?
3 hours.
12:40.
It did indeed 12:40.
Okay, so
Oh, all right.
baseball goes fast now, man.
Yeah, but I
That
got 2
pitch clock.
different times in front of me. I don't know.
All these years,
Like, I don't know.
they could have made baseball this fast the whole time, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, you know what makes the Marlins games really long? All the scoring they give up.
Yeah, that's
Fair
there.
point. So what's on your agenda for the rest of the day, gentlemen?
I don't know. Leroy is gonna go. I think charge up with the nap. It sounds like.
That sounds
yeah.
good.
I'm
No,
gonna-
I like
look,
that.
So
about-
Pat Riley's gonna take a nap.
Kick a nap's ass.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna hobnob over here in the media center.
Okay.
And I want to, you know me, I like bike. But Leroy's always like, nobody likes press conferences more than you. So I'm going to
Dude,
watch.
I'm telling you.
I mean, if you flew all the way over there,
he
there's no
looks
reason to
forward
be taking naps.
Any type of shenanigans
Yeah.
that could break out
Yep.
during this. And this is boring to me. I
Mm,
find no interest in it. Right?
Okay.
But I ain't mad at him.
So no blue
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
This is what I like. This is what I like. To
All
each
right.
his own, as they say.
Yep.
And
Pretty
then
much.
meet happy hours tonight because
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get look. I'm
'Cause
gonna
I
get,
want-
let me get my I'm gonna get
That's
my
what he's getting ready for.
I wanted to keep my
It's
Friday.
okay, Tobin.
Yeah, this
Oh,
dude.
Okay.
So
Way
wait,
to go.
so wait.
So stupid.
This is how it went. Hey, Tobes, herbs and rye. He goes, yeah, but make it for Thursday because the Heat play on Friday.
Oh.
So dumb.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I also did that. Well, I didn't say it personally, but I have something with my family on Friday, and they're like, "Hey, can we push it back because of the Heat game?" And in my mind the whole time, I kind of knew. I was like,
Mark D says Tobin heading to UFC headquarters to get Dana White to hang out with them. Oh, they have a fight. I would love to see UFC headquarters though. I would love to see the Performance Center. I don't. In all of our trips, I've never thought to venture out there. But
why not? You know, all the fighters just have somebody bring you over there.
I could ask, but I know
Yeah.
that they're all busy this week because there's a pay per view. If there was a local show, I would do it for sure.
Right.
anything we should keep our eye on, or
For the card this weekend,
yeah,
I'll chili pepper tomorrow. I gotta look into it.
that's fair. That's fair.
I gotta look into it.
A lot of
I
stuff.
mean,
to do.
your track record is, well, and you bet against him anyway.
What did he bet
You
against?
bet Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Fat odds though. I can't blame you.
Hey, listen, I'm going. What's this guy's name? Munguia. I'm
Yeah.
putting some money on that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Boxing.
No, hey, dude, here's the crazy
the
thing.
the dog's been barking lately, dude.
The thing I hate about aggressive fighters
Not in the Heat
when they
locker room.
fight guys like this is it only takes one punch because you attacking and then
Yeah.
you get hit and then it's over.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some questionable performances from Munguia before, for sure. Like, it's not like he's not a perfect prospect. I don't even want to call him a prospect. He's been on the scene forever. But I'm saying, like, stepping up like this.
Light's going to be too bright.
You only got to wonder with Canelo is it ever going to catch up with him? Age, But this guy seems like he's tailor-made for him. Canelo had a lot of options. There's a reason they picked Jaime Munguia. That's the facts of it. People want him to fight Benavidez. They want him to fight Terrence Crawford. He goes,
but doesn't he have to have one more monster fight?
I would think so. Not for his legacy. I think his legacy.
No, not for his legacy.
But just for
you gotta do it, man. You don't want
out. Yeah.
One of the things we hated about how Floyd Mayweather's career ended, is he kind of avoided everybody.
It was like Andre Berto at the end.
Right.
No disrespect to Andre Berto. I loved Andre Berto.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the one thing I hate about the fight game. Right? Like, they're so interested in having that fat record that they avoid the fights that could risk it.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Because guess what? In any other weight class with any other fighters, right? The Canelo Floyd Mayweather fight would have happened again. But Floyd didn't know.
Yeah, he got it. He got that one on his record in the perfect time, for sure. But that happens. Like, when you got the pole, that's how boxing works.
No, I get it. But it still doesn't, it still doesn't mean that we can't, like, try to get these fights. Like, I want Canelo to fight somebody. I'm like, it is the true, like, he is the biggest draw. And so how big would a fight be between him and Terrence Crawford?
Oh, I think it would be monster.
Right.
I think that's probably maybe Ryan Garcia is like whatever he's gonna do next is right up there right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the smart fighters, anybody who fights Ryan Garcia is gonna have a whole bunch of rules.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now.
Right.
But I don't know if he's gonna. But here's the thing: when he makes you that kind of money and that kind of interest, I don't know if he's gonna follow your rules. He's already shown you he doesn't care.
But between Terrence Crawford or Manny Pacquiao, to them, it's not worth the risk.
He's not gonna fight Manny Pacquiao.
No, I'm just saying guys of that nature.
Schmidt that says too much boxing talk, not enough tears. I'm sad, man. What do you want?
Wait a minute. What do you listen to the show for?
Sad.
Like, not enough tears.
I've already decided in this regard that Jimmy Butler needs to go, and Jimmy Butler should get as much money as he wants. All right. So
right.
I'm not in a good place right now.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm here.
This is how we heal.
Tap on the shoulder.
I've decided in these 4 hours that I'm going to believe in Tyler Herro, but he's also dead to me. That Jimmy Butler should get $200 million, but also he'll hit the bricks, and that we need to blow it up, but also go get me LeBron and Kevin Durant. We've settled a lot of things in this 4 hours.
I'm telling you, the way Tobin looked on that plane in the dark at 30,000 feet. Right, it
was a broken man.
He was like so mad.
I think it's like he just picture it.
He was just sitting there. He just sitting there and just looked over.
I just wanted Al Horford to pick Tyler Herro, go up and go coochie coochie coo. Like,
not like Bam picked up.
Oh, he blasted him. He gave him the business.
And you know what? I love when players do that and then they raise their hand. That one's on me. We know.
Oh, man. All right, everybody. That's our show for today. Again, want to thank Premier Boxing Champions for having us out here, flying us out here for Canelo, Jaime Munguia, putting us up at the New York Hotel and Casino, hosting us for the week. We're going to get a background for tomorrow. I'm going to tell him, hey, for the camera, we get a background for tomorrow. Looks like we're just on rando wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Also, it's a Vice Shirt Friday. I don't know what that means. Anyway. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you guys missed any of the show, get the podcast, and you guys can go back and watch it on YouTube and Twitch. And we'll talk to you rascals tomorrow.
Podcast pump fake. Got dick in his face. Kicks it back to love for 3. Yes.
Heavens to Betsy.
It's blasphemous. Damn.
Big word for me, dog.
Hope you mother have a good day.